It is Friday, February 2nd. It's time for the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Seltzer. Here for the wave makers. There's always someone looking to ride the next wave. They are here for the ones who make their own White Claw. The difference is clear. Matawanek here for the EST draft of captains. Sorry for the delay in the start. Just had to get some equipment ready to go for what's going to be a fun draft as Commissioner Quinn Phillips is in the building. Her desk is set up. We've got the four drafters, Tom Gazzola, the defending champ, Dustin Nielson, a two-time champ, Lieutenant Eric J. Milne, also here. Your thoughts, welcome, nasty chat, or Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. This is one of those drafts, I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what the strength is. Talking with a couple of the individuals who are going to be part of this draft. They also don't know where this is going to go, so this is going to be a fascinating draft. Momentarily, we'll actually start with the interviews here on the pre-show of the EST draft of captains. We will start with Tom Gazzola momentarily here. Just want to remind everyone quickly, though, that on February 11th, it is the Super Bowl, so be sure to join Edmonton Sports Talk. We'll be at Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge February 11th. You'll have a chance to win some EST merch, a spot on the Hangout, plus much more. Renee from the Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge, she was on Monday right here on the Hangout, outlining everything else that she's going to have from Century Casino to give away that day. So there's a lot happening on Super Bowl Sunday. Also, we will have the 6 o'clocker lager in stock and available. That's only at Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge on Fort Road. Be sure to give them a call if you're looking for a table because they are moving. They are getting reserved. You don't want to be left out without a spot. With that said, let's get the interviews underway. Tom, could you come on in? We'll start with Tom Gazzola, who's looking to defend his title, looking to go back to back. And he's got the wonderful EST shirt on underneath a beautiful polo. You want to sit here so we're next to each other as opposed to away from each other? How are you today, Tommy? How you feeling?
Hi, Matthew. I'm good, man. Today's Friday. It's been a good week. It's been a good week here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've had a great time. Hangout's been awesome. And now we're going to end this week in a great note with the draft. Maybe I should have done a little bit better prep on this, but no one told me anything on these things. How did you end up with 4-5 swing? Did you get the second choice?
Yeah, Dusty wanted number 1. I wanted 4-5. It worked out for me good in the Christmas draft, which I needed a good draft, and I got the win. Thank you to the people who voted for me. They made the right choice, clearly. That was a decisive victory, and I felt really good about it. I was really worried about relegation, which is still in play, unfortunately.
Well, we'll have to ask Commissioner Quinn to double check and make sure that for sure is the case.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that would also mean that I have to come into the draft.
You would love that.
No, I won't.
This is all up front.
This is, because what's going to happen is I'm going to be relegated immediately. No one's going to want to see me win. They're going to want to relegate me immediately. So it's like there's nothing I could do. I could have the best draft and I'll get relegated. So it doesn't really matter. That's the way I look at it. But this isn't about me. This isn't about me. This is about you. How are you feeling in this draft? Is it split into two? You got the sports captains and you got everything else.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable more about one side or are you just overall comfortable with everything?
Not comfortable.
No, not at all.
I was doing prep yesterday and this is, I think, trickier than I thought it would be because, I feel like there's going to be a heavy emphasis on sports captains, and that's where everyone's going to go with their votes. And no, it's going to be all the movie character captains that it's going to come down to. I'm full of crap. I just hope that if everybody else is watching, my competitors are watching, they're going to bite on that. It was a terrible sell. No, I honestly don't know where this is going to go because I thought the pool would be deeper. And to me, you get the famous captains, and then after that, it's it's a crapshoot. At least that's how I see it.
Getting a text on one thing. If people would jump in the nasty chat about the audio, how that is.
Is it because you have the other mic set up?
Nasty chat, it doesn't say anything, but I got one text saying the audio is not that great right now, so
it
should be fine. There shouldn't be issues with this part of it. It's on the right.
Should be fine, right?
Everything should be fine. It's all looking proper. So if something's a little off on the audio stream, I'll have to double check the audio stream.
Shout out to Norm, by the way, who stopped by.
And I'll get that fixed if that's the case. But if you are also getting some bad audio, just let me know in the nasty chat, and I will. Nasty chat saying it's good, so it's something on the audio stream, and I'll have to look into that in a bit. Tommy, well, thank you for coming in.
That was it?
Well, I got to interview 5 of you before 9:30 so you guys can get the draft going. It's 9:13 already. Do you have anything, final thoughts that you have to say then?
Shout out to Norman at Combine who stopped by.
Yeah, we could. He was looking for his drill and we couldn't find his drill.
Oh.
Did you see a red drill around
I didn't.
here?
I have not seen a red drill. If I see one, I'll give it to Norm. And did he put up the sign, or where did we get that? It looks
No,
awesome.
that was here before. We also now have a sign to
looks
welcome
great.
people to our building.
It looks
or
awesome.
to our office.
I mean, I'm sad that the one I put up is now gone.
It lasted a long time though,
Way
Tommy.
too long.
Like, you put something up there, and hey, we were just good with it. It was just a piece of paper from the nasty batch. So send someone else in. Okay. Send someone else in. Everyone telling me that audio is fine, so thank you for that. But they could hear people in the background, yeah, because the door was open for that. So the draft day is always hectic around here. Everyone's having a great time in the other room. Lieutenant Eric is here now. How was the morning show as you guys prepared for today's draft?
It was very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you have to say?
No, I mean, we talked. People, as we do with the show, we kind of previewed the draft, and then people would send in suggestions, and that's how. To say we have a leg up or an arm up wouldn't be.
Who says you guys have a leg up?
Well, people have spoken in the past that, you guys have the show. So either prior to a draft or after a draft, we can kind of influence the voting process, or prior to a draft, we can really harvest and mine for good suggestions and ideas. So
here's where I dispute that. Every single person that is a part of this draft, outside of the commissioner, has full access to the show, to the nasty chat, and to the Paris Jewelers inbox.
Doesn't mean they use it, though.
And your Twitter. Like, Twitter's open.
Sure.
Yeah, but no, I know. But so it's like Tom could sit there and look at all the same resources that you're getting.
Oh, he could.
So there's no advantage to that. That's where I'm saying, like, I don't
I'm
see
right
how...
there. I'm right there. I'm working, and it's in my face.
Yeah,
now, Tom has to go and search for this stuff. He has to go out, and I don't think that he's taking the time to do that.
But that's on them, then. That's my only point. Is
Are
that
you defending me, or
yes? I'm saying it's open source.
I think yeah.
There's
it's all on the record. No. Yeah,
it's not like you guys are doing a show and there's text coming into the Paris Jewelers inbox that only you and Dusty could look at and no one else could look at.
But I have been up since
Jay and Tommy have had access to the inbox. I have access right now to the inbox, so we can see everything.
But my point is, I've been up since like 3:30 today. Draft on the mind. And that's it. And you go through the whole show. So I feel like I've been running a marathon already. I've done like 200 meters of this draft, whereas they're just showing up and starting to stretch.
You were drafting second. Do you feel good about that?
I do. I didn't want. I don't like the 3-spot in drafts. However, in this draft, since Tommy's taking the 4-5 swing, we do say that strategy based. It's good to be around Tommy because usually there's that smoke and there's the game being played, and then your pick is after him. So everybody's like, Tommy, what a pick, and then you just kind of go on and draft uncritiqued, I guess. But 2 in this is good. Behind Dusty picking first overall, I think there's some depth here. I don't think you can really go wrong in the opening round or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't mind it. I wanted 4-5. I'm glad I don't have 3.
Where did the sign come from outside of our studio?
You saw it, hey? Isn't that nice?
It was a surprise.
Yeah, Dustin and I put it. We have a video actually. I videoed him. He was going to release the video. Actually, you should do it before the draft. It'd be nice.
Oh, I love it because it's coming up. I was like, that's new.
Ask him when he comes in for the interview.
I will.
He'll like
we
that.
have things to.
He'll like that you noticed.
Do you have any idea of what his special pick is?
No, and I tried buying it off of you this morning. I offered Matt lots of money, lots of doubloon, captain's treasure, that type of thing, and we're about to go to Vegas. You're turning down cash. Interesting play by you. And you could have just told me. I wouldn't have told him. You could have went on. Nobody would have known. But you
in the end,
let it be known. And I, on the record, am for full retention of Matt Iwanek to be draft commissioner. Nothing against Quinn. But yes, you stood your ground. You're a very loyal man.
I just want it. I have no issues with Quinn Phillips. I have no issues that she's commissioner.
Neither do I.
Resign. I have no problem. And I'm just tired of him making these lies up. And now I hope he realizes that.
But now you defend him.
I was behind you, so now could we move on from that, Dusty, and move forward with the EST draft?
Do you think this speaks to him? I mean, I don't know.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Money's still on the line, though. If you want to communicate during the draft, I will PayPal you the money, and we can make it happen.
Thanks for coming in. Best of luck.
Thank you.
and send either Dusty or Jay in, whoever you want, whoever's free, as we will continue the pre-draft show right here on the EST Hangout, presented by White Claw. We will get the commissioner in a little bit later as well. It is the glue guy. It is Jay Milne, who is now stopping by, who has you're around Tommy's picks. How excited are you about that? Do you feel good that Tommy's at the 4-5, but you sandwich him, if you will?
Well, yeah, when I was given the choice of pick after Tommy took the 4-5, I would have liked the 4-5, to be honest. But being around there, because I don't think anybody, really knows how this is going to shake out in terms of picks. So yeah, I was happy to be around Tom, kind of see where the top 2 picks go, and then but just by virtue of being in the 3rd pick, I should have my chance at a bona fide first round captain. I don't know if that's going to be sport related or if it's going to be fictional captain. It could go either way. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this develops.
You and I were having a quick discussion prior about just where you're trying to go. Like, are you still all over the place what you might go, or have you kind of settled in on what you depending on what happens with the first 2 picks, where you're going to take your next picks?
Yeah, it does, and I think I'm going to have to take something that I'm not as strong about taking, but I think in a draft of captains, you're going to have to probably take one of, there's probably 4 or 5 like bona fide number ones when you think of a captain who comes to mind. So I'm gonna try, hopefully snag that.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking. The details are coming a little bit of the Monahan deal, and we're just trying to find them fully. Sean Monahan going to the Jets for a first and a conditional draft pick.
Is that odd timing?
Trade?
Like during All-Star break? Like,
I think it's, you see Lindholm go to the
Prior.
Canucks and the Jets going, well, like there's always that first domino that falls, and then other teams go, well, we can't be left without someone, and makes that deal done.
That must just piss off the people that are running the All-Star game because they had all this Lindholm stuff tied in Flames gear.
Well, and also just like the people that do like the full trade center too, like talking to Duffy for a few years. Yeah, he's tired. Like at this time of year, he just gets mad at GMs because like, now what are we going to talk about on March 8th?
Could have waited.
So I'm just trying to see what the conditional pick is. I'm seeing like it's 2 firsts or something that are involved with this. So if I get more details before I'm done here with the pre-show, I'll pass it along. Tube Socks King saying glue guy oozing with confidence.
Thanks, Tube Socks. I appreciate it.
You've done a lot of prep on this.
I always do too much prep. It probably is hard on my family. It's nerve-wracking to do these, and not only nerve-wracking to try and compete.
But is this not the draft to probably do extra prep?
You can go deep, yeah, and I did. I uncovered some stones.
There's not a lot of. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of consensus.
There's
across
not.
the board.
I think
there's a couple. Like I think there's a couple sports guys we look at, and the other fictional.
There's a lot of sports guys. There's a lot of depth there, and there's all the sports guys I feel are going to be bangers, except Lieutenant Eric's, because he's going to go off the board into sports that nobody really cares about. Soccer.
You're ripping soccer.
Maybe,
it's the number one sport in the world.
Maybe yachting or whatever. Or I don't know, but I could see him doing that. But that's his prerogative. I think that the cheeky picks are going to be rewarded in this draft, unlike other drafts.
Yeah, this is one that it's just going to go all over the place, and I don't even know where it's going to fully go.
Well, you seem to not have an idea.
I have no ideas on this one. Yeah. Also, I wasn't given any of the details of it, so I don't even know what you guys are fully drafting. So it'd be nice if someone passed that along to the host. But that's cool. Jay, appreciate this. If you could send Dusty in, we'll wrap up the interviews with the drafters of the EST draft of Captain's Draft right here on the EST Hangout. Matt Iwanek, your host for this, up until about 9:30ish when Commissioner Quinn Phillips will reside over her second draft with
She
Edmonton
has a question
Sports
for
Talk.
you, buddy.
Is it a good one?
It's an interesting one that not even I knew the answer to. So just be prepared.
Technical?
Just be prepared.
Is this something I did wrong?
I'm saying this because you've done me a solid here. I'm going to do you a solid. Be prepared.
Okay.
Because Quinn's coming in. She's coming after you a bit.
Oh, jeez. What am I doing?
I will say valid concern from her part. Nothing to do with the draft.
Nothing to do with the draft.
Well, kind of to do with the draft. But anyway, she's got a question for you. I'm just giving you a heads up. Are you going to bring her in here?
Well, yeah, it's after.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, anyway.
We also got a camera. I set up a camera for her, so she's going to be on screen.
Oh, we're going to get her camera set up?
Yeah,
on the side?
see?
Oh, yeah.
Like, no one sees it yet at this moment, but
that looks really
I'm
nice.
going to have her, because last draft, she just was a voice.
Good work, buddy. Well
so I
done.
set that up. And Tube Socks, don't worry, your draft logo's coming back on.
Up and away.
So we will get
see
that.
the sign?
Is that-
Boy said
I
you're
did.
asking
We're
for the
saying
sign.
it looks really good.
Tube Socks designed it.
Okay.
I ordered it, and then we put it up this morning.
Looking very good. How you feeling about the draft? First overall pick. Do you know where you're going right now?
I do know where I'm going right now. You don't want me to announce it yet, right? I'll wait. We'll wait till
You
we
can do
the
whatever
draft.
you want.
No, I don't want to. I viewed it.
You could be like they used to do it with the NFL. They would announce like 3 days
I'm gonna
beforehand, and they
full-blown
sign the contract.
Brian
and stuff.
Burke this thing. I'm acquiring the 3rd overall pick and selecting Captain Crunch and James T. Kirk. No, going into prep last night, I was a little worried about the depth of it, but after I put about an hour and a half into this last night, I'm feeling pretty good. I was considering choosing the 4-5 swing.
Why didn't you?
I just feel like there's a top 2 or 3 in this draft. And I wouldn't have got one at 4-5, but I still wanted to swing, so I'll take the 8-9 swing.
In theory, though, Tommy's picking before.
I
So
know.
what if they not slid potentially to 4-5?
Well, then I should have taken the 3 spot, got the 3rd guy. Tommy blows it, get another one of the guys I want at 6. But you know what? I don't want to be afraid of the 1st overall pick. You know, like I want to take the 1st overall pick, have some ownership of it, and hopefully, if things kind of fall my way in that 8-9 swing, set up a nice, strong base, and then build from there.
How much do you have to respond from your last draft?
It's a good question.
Does that play into this?
After a couple
Like,
of wins,
you start off with 2 wins. Oh, which one are you drinking? You're drinking the watermelon lime.
I
How's
had
that?
a watermelon lime smash.
Yeah.
I wanted the black cherry.
No, we have 2 more that we could put out.
Okay,
Or a couple more
this
that we
is
could put
actually
out.
really good.
That one, because that's the surf version.
Yeah,
It's the White Claw
watermelon
surf.
Yeah, it's a surfboard. Watermelon lime smash from White Claw, bringing
looking
the
forward to
hangout
that
to
one.
you. What's it?
I'm looking forward to trying.
Yeah, no,
that
this one- this
I'm
is
going
actually-
through the variety pack, like the originals, and then I have to do grapefruit later next week.
I don't know
And
how
then we'll
many of
come
these
back
I
to
could
those.
like more than this one. It's actually really good.
Watermelon lime that's
Yeah.
a great combination. Sorry, I just
It's a
saw
good
that.
question
I was
about
going-
bouncing back. I mean, I was a little worried going into the vote about relegation after the last one, but we all ended up getting at least 20%.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the end, whatever, didn't win it. If I was to win this one, taking 3 of the first 4 is pretty boss move. Like if I don't win it, whatever. I still got 2 of the first 4. That's okay. But like I was just talking with Milne out there. I don't know if he brought it up with you, but like we don't like you would have to really sewer this draft to get relegated. Because I think there's enough around there for everybody to have a pretty solid draft.
It's that, or someone has just such a great draft that
Yeah,
the
like
other
somebody
one
takes like a
dropped
50%
down,
or
and
something.
then one of those kind of then just falls off because someone had just such a strong draft.
Imagine if
in this
somebody
one.
drops a 70%. Nobody's ever finished 70. I think I had in the 60s with the
60s, I
GOAT
think?
draft. The GOAT draft, I was in the 60s. But somebody's got 70, and all of the other 3 people are like 10, 11% fighting for relegation. Or what happens if 2 people get relegated? That'd be a game changer.
That'd be something else.
That would be something.
That'd be 2
You get the
really
call,
high voters.
Gager would have to
all
get the
that.
call at that point.
Gager's done the draft before, hasn't he?
yeah, Gager won the ball draft.
That's right.
An all-time huge move because he's bald.
You feel good that your pick's going to still be there, the one that I know?
I think so. I'm at the point where I'm wondering if I can let it slide 2 more rounds.
I don't want to put anything. I think that's something you could let go a little bit.
Okay,
I think you
that's
could.
interesting.
So I think.
I will say that once the first captain in that category goes, then I'd
Then
probably
into
move on it quickly. I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Dusty. Enjoy,
Matty.
and
Is
we'll
Quinn
bring
coming? Was Quinn- okay.
Commish
Yeah.
Quinn in.
Yeah.
Before I do that, I'm just going to quickly throw out there that
It's almost sold out.
Are almost sold out.
There's 14 left.
14 left. RVLapparel.ca. These launched yesterday. We talked about it on Hangout yesterday. There's these Ben Stelter toques that comes with a Ben Stelter card. RVLapparel.ca. They're $39.99. Proceeds going to the Ben Stelter Foundation. Feel free to sit down. Dusty's saying only like 14 left or something like that. So you're going to want to jump in on these right now, helping out a great cause. It's an awesome card of just the cute little guy that Ben was, and then the toque that it is awesome. RVLapparel.ca. Commissioner Quinn, welcome. We will get to whatever you have to bring up with me. But how you feeling going into your second draft?
Well, you know what? I feel a lot better this time. Obviously, the first one, I was pretty nervous. I was also really excited because I had such great news about the relegation and who would be replacing everybody.
Is that staying?
Of course,
Okay,
that will
just
not be
making sure.
changing. So, and I mean, I know like it changes the votes because I know that people don't necessarily want you back in.
It's true.
But all it takes is a really bad draft by somebody. We got to keep these guys on their toes. There's no doubt about that.
What do you have to bring up with me?
Well, listen, like, first of all, no, I want to quash the fact, like, Dustin's been talking about any tension between us.
There is
like,
none. At least none
of course
from mine
there's no
to you.
tension.
Yes,
no, there's
okay.
absolutely no tension. But, I mean, I'm sure it's not connected. I just haven't been invited back to the Hangout
Do you know
since
why?
the last draft.
Do you know because this was happening, and I didn't know if this counted. It's in your schedule.
All right.
Are you okay to do another one in between?
I would absolutely love
Okay.
to. I love the
See,
Hangout.
The thing about the
I'll
Hangout
make
is
time for you
I'm
guys.
always worried that well, you're coming out, and I don't like you're already coming once, so
Okay.
I didn't want to.
You know
that's
what?
the reason that it was because I actually had you on my list to ask, and then they planned a draft. I was like, oh well, she's gonna be here for the draft.
Yeah, I mean, I took today off work, so
Okay, well
you know,
then,
like, so this doesn't go towards me sneaking away from my job.
cool.
Then
That's on me. I should have asked
You know what?
because we absolutely want you still on the Hangout.
Great.
We've got this.
Excellent.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Everything's
We'll do that.
fine then.
Next
like
week we're good.
I
We
was
can-
certain it wasn't connected.
No.
But it was certainly something that I had to bring up.
It is connected to the draft, but I thought it's just because you're coming here that like you're already spending
Okay.
some time with us
Okay.
that I didn't know.
All right.
If you're willing to
I
jump on
won't
more.
take it personally. Like,
that
I'm
is
watching
awesome.
the Hangout and I'm like, wow, I would have fit in really nice with that group.
Which group were you most jealous of?
I mean, I'm always going to be jealous of JMO coming in and I don't get to see him. Joaquin, I saw him at the Oilers alumni.
Well, he's on like every Thursday.
Yeah, I know, but
So let's plan a Thursday.
Yeah, I would love to because he was like, I would love to be on with you. So yeah,
Awesome. I'm glad we squashed that.
yeah. I mean,
And there is
was
no
nothing.
beef commish wise,
Oh,
ex
my-
commish.
Absolutely
Dusty's
not.
making things up. So
He is a source of truth and
Thank
honor, and I lean on him. And
not for
yeah.
anything that happens during the draft, though. I will just throw that out there.
No,
Like,
I make my own decisions during
I'm
the
up
draft.
there doing other things, but just set
I
up
learned
and stuff,
some lessons. There will be no tips thrown out today.
Good.
I mean, I have some big names that I expect to see picked, and I will be incredibly disappointed if they aren't gone off the board. I'll
Submit
keep those to
the
myself.
Quinn best available undrafted after.
But, okay,
Put
yeah,
your list
I
together.
like
of,
that.
These are the
Okay.
best ones that weren't taken. You guys
Yeah.
missed out on all these. What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Should throw that out
and
there.
then we'll see. Like, yeah, absolutely. I love that.
Are you ready to draft and get everything going?
I've never been more ready.
Perfect.
Like, excellent. Yeah.
Then
Let's get this thing going.
So yeah, you just the mic's set up again. It should be
Okay.
working. Otherwise, you'll see me on the floor trying to fix it.
And I have a
little
camera
into
this time.
There's going to be a camera. You'll be in the shot, so we'll have to just have to make sure you're properly framed and stuff. So
Perfect.
but we will get that going. So you can head on over there.
Okay.
Just quickly yell
I've
to the
gotta go
boys to
grab
start coming on.
my
Coming on.
coffee, too.
Oh, grab whatever
So,
you need.
yeah.
And the boys, I don't know how they're
Okay.
doing the seats. So
Oh,
I'm
right.
so
Okay.
confused by all of that. What is this news? 10 dash. Just do you have any info of where you've seen that from? That was just a text into the nasty chat. Sorry, I'm just doing some things on the fly and trying to figure out if there's some other breaking news in the National Hockey League. Okay, the trade for Sean Monahan to the Jets. It's Sean Monahan to the Habs. It's a 2024 first and a conditional 2027 third round pick. No salary retained in that deal. So Monahan to the Jets for a first and a conditional third and 27. Yeah, it's very hard to go around. How's everyone coming in? Like, do you guys?
I get the pick, right?
You get the pick? Well, I don't ask me.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And I picked that.
So
shit right there.
Lieutenant Eric's coming in. He's grabbing that spot there, close to Commissioner Phillips. I don't know who's next. Okay, Quinn, I'm gonna bring you into the show. I can fix that after. Let's edit that.
This little test here.
Let's go. Who's coming in next? Who's in next? Let's get the people in here. Who's next? It would be Jay Milne, wouldn't it? Let's get Jay in here. This is the EST Hangout presented by Mott's or White Claw.
Yeah,
White Claw.
baby.
Well, I just screwed something up on.
It's gonna
that's
take a while.
Muscle
It's.
memory.
I just messed something up on my thing. So, or
the wild
you're supposed to pick your seat here at this moment. So that's great, but we got to get this moving.
I'm
And
taking the seat right here.
okay, fantastic. And then I
take
guess
order
that
from
would be
you.
Tom Gazzola is coming in next
Tommy,
to take this over. And then we will make sure Commissioner Quinn's mic is
Yep.
proper.
pick a seat, Tom.
And there, Commish is now a little better on the screen. We'll make sure her mic is working well. Tommy, where are you going to sit? This spot or that spot? Oh, okay, and then Dusty will take over this spot. He's not happy about that. That was the pre-draft show of the EST, a draft of captains. Good luck to all of you, and I'll hand things over to all of you.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks, Maddie.
Thanks, Maddie.
Good job, Matthew.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
100% retention.
Dare I say, better as a host than as commish.
Oh,
In a polite way, like really good as a host.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the draft needs him hosting. This has been really
I could
good.
not agree more. Absolutely.
we're in a better place
I
anyway.
think we're exactly where we need to be.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, Commissioner, if you don't mind, I was thinking about former drafts that we've had, and there has been controversy.
I'm good.
There has been controversy. There has been arguing. There have been, let's just say that there's been some issues.
Tantrums.
Now I'm the glue guy, right? Glue guy, supposed to bring the troops together. Supposed to be that locker room guy that makes sure everybody's going in the same direction
Kelvin
at the
Pickard.
same time, just like him,
Just like
maybe a little taller,
Yeah,
but So I did think of this draft, and I thought maybe there was one category that could have been on here quite easily. I think, but I wouldn't say it was left off, but it could have been added. So when you think of we're at Edmonton Sports Talk, we all love watching sports, and we know what we love to do when we're watching sports. We like to snack.
We do.
Yeah.
Wow.
We do.
So I thought we could have had a captain of your snacks.
Oh, a snack captain. Yeah.
So I just went ahead.
Yeah.
I just went
Okay.
ahead and did it myself.
Okay. All right.
Now
Blue
I
guy
didn't
move.
ask anybody. I'm just guessing here on a lot of fronts. So
What a pile of shit.
I hope I did okay.
Tommy Gazzola.
Okay, so first up we have
I
our
want to be very clear. This will give you no favor.
no favor. I'm just I'm
yeah.
just doing glue guy things.
As long as that.
I
Do
mean,
you want to be drafted in the draft?
Just-
like as a captain now? You kind of.
Just bringing the people
if
together.
it matters to you at all, I think this is great.
So I agree too, but then not asking anybody and not know. Sure, Jay.
He's
always
so
already
hot.
I love it.
Trade
He's
secret.
always so
Yeah.
hot. He's just so hot. Okay, so first was for our beloved host Matthew Awanek.
Oh, that's nice.
I find that these are the best flavor of all dressed going. The just classic old Dutch. So Maddie, those are for you.
Look at that.
Next, we're gonna go to my right. Actually, is Mr. Tom Gazzola and Cherry Nibs.
Thank you, Jay.
Sure
He
he
is.
is.
Yeah.
He's won you over now.
And we're gonna go.
You
What a
got
sweetheart.
me.
You got you.
You got me. You.
Have his pick.
And
Blue
so
guy just knows.
I just know Dusty. We've traveled together in the past, and I know that
Okay.
he's a big proponent of Hawkins
Oh,
cheeses.
yeah,
Oh,
Hawkins
baby.
cheeses.
Okay.
It's exactly what I wanted.
That's exactly
what I was
yeah.
looking for. Yeah.
Yes.
And Eric,
Probably nothing in that bag for me, Jay.
Eric, you were tougher, but I just went to the roots because I know you're a simple man.
Yes.
And you like simple things.
Yes.
Just like me.
Yes.
So I not only did I get you 1 pack of smoked oysters, I got you 2 packs of smoked oysters. And this is spicy chili sunflower oil.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Spare no expense.
You pay a little extra for that, no big deal. But and for Commissioner Quinn, well, I'll do. And then I didn't want to leave you guys alone, so I did bring in my favorite go-to snack,
course.
which is Snyder's pretzels,
yeah.
hard
Okay.
pretzels.
Honey mustard one?
I went with the hot buffalo wing. The honey mustard I find gives me that I like my mouth is rotten.
Not
It's
good
like
for a draft.
If you eat
That's
like
gross.
spits for 2 days, that kind of.
Yeah.
And then for Commissioner Quinn, I mean, I've known you a long time, and I just you simple yet satisfying would describe that. And so I went with just plain ripple chips with a French onion dip.
French onion dip.
Oh, that's a.
Oh, that's for you.
Wow.
First round grade. Is that
Man,
hell of a
look at
good?
these
Hell of a
stats.
good? Ooh,
Wow.
Wow.
Shake and bake.
I mean, are the vibes good, guys?
Good vibes.
I think
feeling
these are good
good?
vibes right now.
Good.
The good
I
vibes.
don't think
You turn.
what could go wrong?
He turned Tommy around.
Look at the
I
smile
did.
on my face.
He was a grumpy pants.
I
earlier.
was.
Yeah.
I'm feeling
hey,
way better.
that's what glue guy does.
Matt,
clutch.
everything good down there on the
A
floor?
little bit
or
more
what?
space.
Mike's not coming through.
It's not coming through at
I
all.
thought it was not working before.
We'll get that.
I'm not saying level.
He's working on the. Yeah.
Matty will get on it. Matty will figure it out.
So Kirk knows. He's working on the commission.
It's almost like this happens every draft.
Yeah.
But we had her mic working last time.
Actually, he did have it working last time, didn't you, Matt?
Right.
I don't know that we did.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, if it's not there, you should check the settings on the other board that
Right.
you're running it into.
I'm
Maybe.
running into the computer.
Oh, can you run it into the other board? Out of that board into the fifth thing
Oh,
there?
that's so rude. Duck Dad says, imagine all the time Jay will have to work on snacks after he gets relegated.
Oh, my gosh.
Duck Dad can be vicious.
I'm staying away from the chat, boys. I'm just
You gotta-
I'm focusing on the draft.
Block out the noise.
Wow.
Matt, did you want us to talk about we're good to go?
Have you guys done a snack draft?
We did a chip draft
Oh, we need to do a
a
snack
long time
draft.
ago. That was me and Eric versus Struddy and Gregor.
I mean, you got to get
and
like,
it was a joint team thing.
You
And
gotta
we
get a
won,
chip
but Gregor
category.
tried
Is
to
that
claim
the
victory.
pickled cowboy or whatever?
chip category. You got to get like
Yeah,
a
full blown
sweet
snack
category,
draft. Yeah,
salty
that's good.
category,
will say
chocolate
this.
chocolate
These are,
category, gummy category.
Yeah.
You know one thing that we haven't had yet is a trade in the new EST draft format.
We had one in the old days.
Oh, the old
Your
days.
Check made a big deal, didn't he?
Well, I made that deal when I moved down.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Few trades.
I had a
It's
trade.
a few
a
trades.
real
There's few trades?
interesting time to bring up some rules when the commissioner has no microphone.
What?
Commission, it might be working.
Is it?
Oh,
Give us a test.
1, 2, 3. Can
Yeah,
you
commission
hear
working.
me?
Levels, but I just
No, she's working.
yeah, but I gotta see people.
Check.
Nasty
We
check.
need
Can you hear
somebody in
Quinn?
the chat.
They can hear her. They have to be able to. It's coming right through there. It's got to be working.
This is by no means is this
But you gotta think.
by no means is this any sort of bribery. I'm just trying to raise the level of the vibes here,
Filthy.
especially for pissy pants to my right, your TV left.
Lars says he cannot hear Her Highness.
Todd McClellan got relieved of his duties.
Wow.
No.
Jim Hiller,
Well-
intern. So somebody.
Dennis Bernstein, our EST Kings insider, did say that he thought yesterday, the game the other night, was do or die for Todd.
Yeah, but they won it.
And they won. But that's like what happened to Jay and
It's a
Manson.
die or die.
Mind you, you know what happened in that game? They got outshot heavily, and Riddick kind of played awesome,
Yeah.
and that's
big
what
save,
mattered.
Dave.
So.
So it sounds like the audio levels they're good. We got a camera on, Commissioner Quinn. Everybody's
Yeah.
saying they can
Yeah.
hear
Mike's
us.
coming
You
in.
can hear it, yeah.
No pressure.
Oh, yeah.
No
Yeah.
pressure.
Eat the
Commish-
microphone.
Yeah, there
Quinn.
we go.
Eat
That's
the
the
microphone.
Hey,
Hey,
coming in
guy,
perfect.
you're bribe guy.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Anything I
gotta get this
do
going.
will
No, we got lots of time
get some
still, I think.
controversy.
I
So
think
we're
I'm
okay
trying
with
to
that.
make everybody
Nerves,
happy,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
think everybody in this room is very happy,
everybody in
and I
this
think
room is
that's an
happy. Hey,
absolutely excellent
Maddie,
start.
Very pleased.
No,
You want
don't
your
forget
chips?
your
Take
don't
your
forget your
chips, man.
offering.
All right.
Talk about an all-time
Good job, Matthew.
screw job.
All right. Let the real commission do her thing.
Snippet knows
All right,
already.
fellas. My second draft as commissioner. Learned some big lessons in the last one. There will be no favors and there will be no hints handed out. As I told Maddie in the pre-draft interview, I have some big names that I will be very disappointed if they don't come off the board. But I won't
Okay.
be sharing those. So here we go. The first draft of 2024. And with that first pick in the captain's draft, Dustin, you are on the board.
All right, thank you very much, Commish. Great having you back once again. Appreciate that you didn't bail on us. So that means a lot, I think, to the group.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to my watch party at Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, 6 o'clocker lager on tap in the Hampton Inn, up on 137th Ave, which is terrific. Yeah, this was an interesting pick to make.
Still have coffee.
But with the first overall pick, and this person will end up going into the Pirate Captain category. Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Savvy? That's what he says all the time.
No, I have
All
not
right, we
seen
have-
those movies.
You haven't seen those movies?
Neither have I.
Neither have I.
No interest.
They're like some of the biggest
Like, is
movies
this
of
Johnny
all
Depp?
time.
Is he
Johnny
the only
Depp.
one
Johnny
that's
Depp.
ever played
Johnny
him?
Depp.
Jack
Okay.
Sparrow, yeah. No,
Okay.
he's legit.
Is
you
it
guys.
Ghostbusters?
No, it's not
Then I know
Ghostbusters.
Tom.
There are no captains in Ghostbusters. Or is there?
No, there isn't.
I wish there was because that'd be a wasted pick.
Okay. So now we move on to the second pick. Not to take any attention away from Captain Jack Sparrow as the number 1 overall pick in the captain's draft. Lieutenant Eric, you are on the board.
Well, first off, thank you, Commissioner Quinn, and Happy New Year to you and yours. And I want to thank you for because it's the new.
First time you've seen her.
Right, because I haven't been invited back to the Hangout. So,
All right, which
you
is
know what? I
another-
shouldn't bring that up. We squashed it.
What did he say
Everything is
about
fine.
that?
Yeah.
He just said because the draft was coming, he didn't know if I'd be able to get away from work, and I said that today wasn't me getting away from work because I just took the whole day off, so I can sneak away from the office another time.
I love
We
it.
might need a. Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
No, I'd like to thank the committee. I'd like to thank White Claw sponsoring the Hangout here. Delicious drink, which I enjoy very much on my weekdays and weekends. And thank you to the LTE Watch Party, of course. The abandoned Shanks Building parking lot outside. The weather suggests everybody's having a good day up there with their bannering and whatnot. With the second overall pick, I am pleased to select in the sports category the Moose, Mark Messier.
Mark Messier off the board.
Good call. I respect that very, very much. Eric.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh God.
Yeah, highly respectable pick there.
The Moose.
The Moose.
The Leadership Award is named
It's
after
me.
this guy.
That's what ESPN's Greg Wyshynski said.
Wyshynski did say he would take Mark Messier with the first overall
Yep.
pick.
And
Do
Craig
the-
Button said he'd take Jack Sparrow.
Do
Isn't
the-
that funny? 2 off the board here. Yeah.
Solidarity.
Yeah, solidarity.
Do the Connor. Call me.
Hey, Connor, it's me, Mess. The Moose. I just got selected second overall in the captain's draft.
Is he in here?
Weird, right?
Mark, is that you?
I love those bits. Those are the
Didn't
best.
know that the Moose would actually be
Yeah.
making an appearance
well,
at the draft,
I mean,
but when you get
call me,
selected
Connor.
second
I've
overall,
almost finished a White Claw already. So
That's the new one too, right?
this is good. Watermelon lime smash. Delicious.
You'll be
I'm
doing a
about to
stock
start
and Connor
that
by the
one,
end
so
of
I
that.
look forward
Yeah.
to it. All right, Glue Guy,
we go.
and the number 3 spot, you are on the clock.
Dustin, you shocked me.
Really?
Yeah.
Shock the world, I'd say.
Shock
or
the world.
this room, at least.
And I think you made a great pick.
Oh, thank you. Again.
LTE. First off, just shout out to the Glue Crew, specifically A. Ron, Stickler, and Scotty Too Hottie. Thank you. I gotta do this. This is throwing my board in the first round,
You
but
don't
I gotta
have to.
do it. I'm gonna take this in the pirate captain. And Dustin, this is where I'm
I know where
shocked.
you're going. I know where you're
I'm
going.
shocked. I've hung around you. We've had libations, and
Oh, it's my thing.
I mean, I am taking Captain Morgan. I mean, when you think Captain, we think Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I respect
I
That's a good
have
pick.
to take it, and I'm now in backpedal mode.
I personally didn't take it because the Hangout today is brought to you by White Claw.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Well,
a good
I hope
pick.
all the White Claw.
I was
executives-
hoping it would slide back.
Well,
but
your
it wasn't slide
sponsorship
back.
department is very pleased with you.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you know what this means.
Hey, what's up?
Tom Gazzola.
a little salty this morning, eh?
No,
I just looked on Tommy's computer.
Come
He's searching on Google 4-5 swing.
in a captain's draft. Is there any results on that search?
No.
Okay, so we
Inconclusive.
have Mr. Tom Gazzola for 2 straight here. What are you taking at number 4?
Shout out to my watch party, probably just my mom and dad in St. Albert in their PJs. Petting the dog.
And Uncle Diego with his stitches.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Uncle Diego. With the 4th pick in the captain's draft, I am proud to select in the space category James T. Kirk.
James T.
Pick,
Kirk.
good pick. That's
There's a
good.
real strong stacks in here.
Okay. Okay.
With the 5th overall pick, in honor of my dear dog Penny, I will take in the movie category Captain America.
Captain America.
Okay.
Tommy, one of your best 4 or 5 swings I've
you.
ever seen.
Thank you. She loves Captain America.
Does she?
Yeah.
Why does your
She's
dog
let you
love
know?
Captain America?
She's
That's why.
very intrigued by what's going on the screen. I watch it
Really?
with her at my place, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All
So
right.
you went space and movie. Okay.
Okay. So, Glue Guy, you are back on the clock with the number 6 pick here.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm gonna take this because it's gonna knock him in a couple categories. Man, Yeah, whatever. I mean,
Wow, this is not a very positive start here.
well, okay. You know what? Forget it.
Is there is
you
there
rattled?
still people on the board that you didn't
There's
think
lots
would
of people on the
be,
board.
or
I've got
I
a
don't-
big board.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna. I think we'd be remiss if I let this sports captain slide by me, especially in the beloved town of Edmonton. So I got to take the greatest hockey player to ever play in Wayne Gretzky. Okay. In my sports captain.
Gretzky off the board.
Lieutenant Eric, you are on the clock.
I'd like to add to my sporting category with Christine Sinclair. Oh, great choice.
You know how I feel about that one. This is a conversation we all had prior to the draft. I don't know how you don't love that pick across Canada.
I was hoping she would fall, honestly. But
Like during a game.
no.
Salty Tom.
No.
You want injuries?
This is my favorite captain.
All right.
All right. Dusty, on the clock.
I'm going to go. Huh, this is interesting now. Okay, let's go and throw this guy in the animated captain category. And I will take Captain Crunch.
Very good pick.
Thanks, Tommy.
We've got no sound apparently.
Yeah, we lost your guys' board.
You lost whose board?
Your main board.
You want to reset?
Oh, did they not get the pick?
Yeah, they didn't get your pick.
Wow.
Tommy's picks are voided.
What? It all never
Sorry,
happened.
Tommy, your picks
It all
are
never happened.
your picks are voided.
Maddie's on it.
Commish, you want to recap the is Quinn?
Hers is working. Yeah.
Yeah, I apparently I'm the only one that works now. So I'm not sure when we lost sound, and now I have to serve my memory. Oh, just at Christine Sinclair. So then Dustin Nielson selected in the animated category, Captain Crunch. He remains on the clock with the number 9 pick. Once we get this all figured out.
Maddie's on it.
Yeah, a little bit of time here, I guess. Let us know when. Maddie,
Give us the play-by-play, Quinn.
we're good. Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're okay.
yeah,
Are we
yeah.
back?
All
Looks
right.
like we're good. Looks like
Everybody's
we're
back.
All right, here
Okay,
we go,
thank
here we go.
heavens, because I was not prepared to do play-by-play. I didn't wake up this morning
lot to
thinking I was
ask.
going to do play-by-play,
you,
okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you replay
the number
the-
9
yeah.
pick? Dustin Nielson.
Okay, thank you, Quinn. I'm going to go with a guy that could go into a couple of different categories here, but I'm going to throw him into my movie category, and I will take the infamous Captain Hook.
It's a great pick. Quinn, can you go over the picks that the viewers might have missed? There's a lot of people chiming in and say we didn't hear Tom's pick, or I don't know where it stopped.
I think it was
So
Garrett.
yeah,
I think it was
Right,
at
okay.
9.
Yeah, just
So,
run it top,
if-
top to bottom right now. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, you're going to ask me to go off memory here. How?
Tracking the picks?
I am tracking the picks, but I'm tracking them in the main
Just
sheet.
say
I'm not.
who's been picked. Just say who's been
Okay,
picked.
so glue guy Jason Milne has picked in the pirate category Captain Morgan, and then his sports category Wayne Gretzky. Dustin Nielsen in the pirate category has selected Captain Jack Sparrow. In the movie category, just now, of course, you heard he selected Captain Hook, and in the animated category, he has taken Captain Crunch off the board.
He's a big pirate.
Lieutenant Eric has gone with 2 sports picks so far. His number 1, Mark Messier, and number 2, Captain Christine Sinclair. And Tom Gazzola in the 4-5 slot took Space Captain James T. Kirk, and from the movie category, his dog's favorite character, Captain America.
Tommy's just crushing these nibs over here. I love it.
He's not stopping. I love nips.
You got to finish that
Clearly.
bag of nibs by the end of the draft.
My
That'd be
stomach
great.
is not hurt.
you're
yeah,
dedicated to it.
That's the goal. That's my breakfast.
And now, where are we? With
Lieutenant
Lieutenant Eric. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'd like to add to my sporting category
Whoa.
with Ryan Smith.
Wow, what a run. 3 sports captains to start.
You got it.
Wow.
It's a bold move, but he's getting great picks,
He's getting
right?
great picks.
So,
He's getting great picks. I
but
love it.
it just makes some of the other categories a little tougher
love
later.
it.
But everybody has their own strategy.
The other categories, yeah.
Glue guy, you are now on the clock.
Haven't even cracked your chips there, glue guy. Hey, what's going on?
You looking at my
No,
list?
no, no.
Oh.
Too busy here.
I'm actually. This is a real fun.
You
draft.
like the way this is? Yeah.
I
Tommy, you were saying earlier you don't think it's a very deep draft.
I
Am I
was
nervous
nervous
already,
that
or
in,
what? Like,
I wasn't sure. Like it can go so many ways.
Okay, I'm going to go to my sports category as well. And Steve Yzerman.
Yeah, why Zierman?
sport
That guy.
category is moving quick.
In what is no surprise, I would say. But
It's just Edmonton sports talk, right?
I get blasted if I
EST.
talk too much.
Yeah?
I get blasted if I bring treats. Like, screw all you. Like,
Man, we
this
get
is such a-
blasted no matter what.
Milne's proud.
Man,
Jay,
you
I will
sweat
say,
now.
let me say this about you. You've been very
Listen.
composed through your first 3 drafts.
Yeah, yeah, now he's-
I have not
I-
seen
I
Rattle
just-
Jay
he's
Milne
starting to
yet.
crack.
No.
Glue guy's coming unstuck.
Why is
Yeah, whatever. Go screw yourself.
you know what? You don't have to worry about them. You like listen.
Tommy
Stay
Gazzola.
stay in your lane.
Thank you, Quinn.
You know what? Worry about what you're doing. Worry about your job.
Thank you.
Haters are gonna hate. That's
Yeah.
that's never gonna change. You can't listen to the
Hate us 'cause they hate
masses.
us.
All right,
Exactly.
Tom Gazzola, 2 in a row here, buddy.
Okay, I
Hate
paid
us 'cause they hate
And-
us.
All right.
the guy up here trying to make a pick.
Sir,
Everyone's
yes.
talking, I guess.
2 picks.
2 picks. Yeah, thank you. In the police category, I would like to take one Captain Holt. R.I.P.
Ah, right.
Oh,
Great
wow.
pick.
Good pick.
Great pick,
Yeah.
buddy.
There is quite frankly no better police
Yeah,
pick.
I almost took him away from my pick.
Excellent
Great
character.
pick. Good pick.
Excellent character. Great actor.
I think we might have the
I'm
same
not
police
sure
draft.
if I'm not sure.
Who's going to get it?
I know
All
you guys
right.
probably do have the same.
Now, okay, now we've got a little side
there a
chat
spot?
here
Yeah,
about who's going
we
to
just-
Please, no.
We're looking at police captains.
just
It's not
trying to
overall
keep
a deep
everybody on the
category.
rails
Yeah,
here.
no, but
Okay.
Tom, yeah.
with my second pick in this swing, I would like to go to my sports category. Number 2, Derek Jeter. Number
The
2.
captain.
The captain.
Will he be sending you a fruit basket or flower arrangement?
I'm no holler back girl. But what a classy gesture.
What a classy
Yeah,
gesture.
it's kind of a forgotten
I respect
about
that
Yeah,
about
yeah,
him.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Glue Guy, back to you. Remember, you're doing your job, and that's all that matters.
He's spun. Hey,
It doesn't matter what people say.
Squiggles all over his page.
papers. And
You know, I'm going to go with my space captain, and I'm not going to take what you think I'm going to take. I'm going to take the first Canadian to ever do a spacewalk on the Canada arm, and that's Captain Chris Hadfield.
Oh, what a twist.
wow.
I mean,
Did
you
not
might have
see
just
that one
lost the
coming.
draft, but amazing twist.
I don't know. That's a very like people know that guy.
I met
Yeah,
him
no,
once.
it's- I mean, that's
he's
good.
a very nice
His
man.
Twitter from space was off the
It
hook.
was a
Let's
time,
not
eh?
kid ourselves
He's
here.
a real life hero.
He's a
Yeah,
real
it's good to have a real life
life
hero in there.
space
So-
hero.
Canadian.
Naturally,
And a
human
Canadian.
beings being
Yeah.
crappy people, we generally dismiss that, which
Yeah.
is totally sad. But that is a great pick.
Yeah, congratulations, Glue Guy.
Thank
No.
you.
Yes,
You've done good.
congratulations.
As long as YTT
This-
likes it, we're good.
My TT's smiling.
Okay,
He's smiling.
Lieutenant Eric, you are
girlfriend
on
now.
the clock.
Good for you. I'm proud of
Okay.
you. Happy.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I forgot my gift.
I'm very intrigued to see where this pick goes.
Yeah.
After 3 straight sports picks, just to recap for everybody.
What did you say to me before
You're
we were
saying
talking about
Hatfield
police?
is not-
I bet you we
Yeah.
have the same police
You got a
captain.
snipe.
Let me clear the air here. Hatfield retired as a colonel, but he was a captain. No, it's happening.
They were getting into
He was a captain in his-
Colonel
in
Hatfield
his-
or Captain Hatfield?
Who's walking
He was a
out?
captain in his
Captain
former,
Hatfield. Okay.
in his
All
former
right.
life.
I believe
He
you.
was with the. Look it up. He was with the Canadian Army.
You
He
know,
was a captain.
the commissioner has absolutely no problems with this pick.
well,
Good. Well, then that's
If the
well
law
said.
And
says
I
the law,
have
Rand.
absolutely no concerns about what is being said in the chat as well. So
I have no concerns about you making that decision because I feel like your leadership is outstanding.
Where'd that come
thanks.
from?
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Remember, I only get 1 vote.
Okay, well, yeah, I have to go into the police category, and I'll take from Law and Order SVU Captain Olivia Benson.
We didn't have the same one. Phew. I was worried there.
Okay, Dustin,
All right.
back to you.
I am going to go to my space captain. And I will take the captain of the Millennium Falcon, Han Solo.
Oh, I thought you might go Lando there.
No, I'm going to go Han Solo, captain of the Falcon. It
As
did
you can
it
tell-
did that, it did that run in so many parsecs.
The Kessel Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I will just say it's hard not to play favorites, especially when you're picking Han Solo. You know, I'm obviously going to get excited, right?
Yeah.
So,
He's a handsome man.
Harrison Ford.
I didn't mind like the guy that played Solo in the one-off. He was
Yeah,
good.
in the Solo
Yeah,
show,
he's
he was
good.
okay.
That's fine, but nobody is Harrison Ford.
fine, but
Dr.
nobody's-
Richard Kimball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, the original. Now I'm forgetting who it is, but Patriot
Runner?
Games. And
Wow, it's a lot of praise for a Dusty pick again. Nobody said I said Olivier Benson. Everyone's like, oh,
I'm just not an SVU fan.
fair enough. But I mean, this whole wow, what outstanding
So
pick.
like you were rattled at the beginning of the draft.
Listen.
No, I'm not
Mills
rattled.
were
I just
rattled. No,
find it
you're
funny.
rattled.
I find it
Eric.
funny that we stopped the draft
Eric.
and be like, wow,
Boys.
Dusty, what a...
Eric,
I was
do you
a-
remember my reaction for your captain, Christine Sinclair selection?
That's fair point.
Nobody heard it, though.
Fair point.
I was the only. No, I was the only one that had a microphone.
I know you had a microphone. but
So
you announced it to
everybody
people.
only heard my praise.
I'm just saying, we're stopping now and talking about Han Solo and Harrison Ford and everything. And
I think this is a slippery slope, and maybe we should just continue with the draft.
Yeah,
Dustin
okay,
Nielson,
okay.
you have the floor, the microphone, and
I'm going to go with a pick that I was considering a little bit earlier. Shout out to Matthew Awanek for not telling anybody this.
I
pick.
offered him lots of money.
I do
This
think
was gonna
and you
be
guys-
your
we've
number
done enough
one.
drafts now to know that the top thing on the draft board is always very important. And we can go into that sports category and we can draft a lot of these people.
Sports show.
But from an accessory perspective, you're not a sports captain if you don't have a C on your chest. So for my accessory, I will take the C.
I forgot about accessories.
Have another nib.
Have another nib.
I forgot about accessories.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal, he says.
I would maybe
Only need
pick
one.
that soon then.
Only need one.
Again,
worried
not
about
to
it.
give
Not
tips.
worried
All
about
right,
it.
here we go.
Not worried about
Lieutenant Eric, you are back on the board, and I am thrilled to hear who you will select
Thank you
in
very
the
much.
number 18 spot.
Okay.
God, how did you win a draft? Like, how did the three of us allow you to
Not
win a
only
draft?
did I win it, I dominated.
yeah.
Dominated.
Given your
Yeah.
admission, I'm going to take accessory, the captain's hat.
Ah, captain's hat.
You don't know you're a captain unless you're wearing the captain's hat. Pirate or law enforcement or otherwise, right?
I guess so.
What are you going to do now, Tom?
Many things.
Absolutely.
Leave it to the end.
All right, Glue Guy, you are on the clock, and love to see if we continue this trend of taking away some of the top captain's accessories.
I thought there might be a run on it once one's taken, but
That doesn't seem to be of concern to Tom.
None. I'm eating nibs.
he'll take a nib for the accessory.
You know, since we are, you know, in a bit of a position here talking about forgetting about one of the categories, I do want to remind everybody, relegation. Under 10% of the vote,
10%.
you will be relegated and replaced by former Commissioner Matthew Awanek. I think this is probably a good time to remind everybody.
Nobody under
If you thought he sucked as a commish, wait until you see him in one of these
On
chairs.
the graphic, are we going to put who, like if it's a movie captain, are we going to put the movie?
Yeah, we can put the movie. Yeah, I'd like to be as clear as
I
possible
think
for
that's
everybody
fair.
so that
Commissioner's
the
call.
voting.
Clarity reigns
Yeah,
supreme, eh?
yeah,
This- yeah.
absolutely. I
Also,
want
we
the
should-
voters to know what they're voting for. So, yes.
Last time when we posted it was the first time, and I think it was almost an error. But we usually don't put our names at the top.
Yeah.
We just put team 1, team 2, and then flip
Yeah,
them around. Okay.
we'll change that again
Yeah.
this year.
Perfect.
You know what? It was my first draft. I wasn't given all the information.
Your composure
Frankly?
today is unbelievable.
No, it's you. That was last year. That was last year. This is a new year.
Are you drunk?
Are you drunk?
Tommy, you're the one.
I've only had-
category.
It's an irrelevant category.
I didn't eat breakfast, and now I'm on my second White Claw, so I'm not sure what's happening.
You're doing a great job.
Who's up here?
I'll take Maverick.
Oh, Maverick. Oh yeah. So
Is this
Maverick,
going
Top
to
Gun.
be
Top Gun.
open category?
This is movie captain.
Oh, sorry,
Movie
I'm on
captain,
Tommy.
yeah,
Yeah,
movie
of course.
captain.
My bad. Okay. We stick with you. Oh, no, sorry. Where are we?
Yeah, it's a great question.
We're going down towards Tommy.
It'd be Tom now, I think.
Yeah, we're
hey?
going down towards Tommy.
Excellent for the swing.
Are you drunk?
You're composed, but you're not very organized.
Composed but confused.
Right? I mean, okay.
There's very little space up here, and a lot of
We have to get
things
a small desk.
I
near
completely
broke.
get that. I've got 5 beverages.
Lots of
I've got
yeah.
snacks.
Dips.
2 computers.
The audio's bunkers again.
Matthew, get on it.
Matthew.
I can hear it in the main room.
Everybody's
I don't know.
1440 hacking the stream.
I'm not like no comment.
No comment. No comment.
I mean, when I'm talking, it's coming up there pretty good. Maybe it was just a dip.
Matthew's on
I
it.
think we're good. I think we're good to go.
Matt's on it.
That's on it.
Let's continue.
Pat Maroon's
Yeah, we're
bib.
good.
Quinn promoted from commish to God.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Tommy, you're up for 2.
Love.
May I?
Oh, of course.
I know
You
my
absolutely
peer
don't have
has
to ask permission.
Said that
Yeah.
it's my turn, but I'm waiting for the.
Yeah.
signal
Sorry.
from the
We're
official.
we can move on here.
Okay, thank you. In the animated category, I will select one Captain Planet.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm glad somebody got Captain Planet. I filled my animated earlier, but
Yeah.
God, I
That's
was really
it.
thinking about Captain Planet in an open space. Really. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a
But-
next level. I grew up on Captain Planet. It was a
Same
great
here.
show.
Planets here has learned a lot about the
was great.
environment.
The
Fire,
environment.
water, wind, heart.
Captain Planet.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's just say it as it is. Captain Planet was ahead of his time on the environment.
Yep.
Love the
Was.
guy.
Started
Yep.
the movement.
Yep. That's
Good
why
guy.
I recycle to this day.
What's in that coffee, Tommy? Honestly,
That's a good Americano. Okay.
And now for the number 21 pick, we stick
okay.
with Mr. Tom Gazzola.
I will go into the open category. Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh.
All right, Glue Guy,
going next?
you
I
are
think I
once
know where you're
again
going
on the clock with the number 22 selection in the 2024 Captain's Draft.
Well, I'm just gonna take the best basketball player to ever play the game, Michael
LeBron.
Jordan.
Wow. Weird take. You're lucky there's no time for that today.
Woo, woo, woo.
There's Matthew.
All right, so we have former commissioner Matthew Owanek, tech specialist, all around
Specialist, that's a
genius,
nice-
I guess.
Oh, geez, Quinn, you can stop piling on here. It's just Maddie.
Well, what would we do without him
That's a good point, actually.
at this
Touche.
moment?
That's why
because
he's here.
I don't think any of us can have any solutions for any of the issues.
He's got
Well,
it.
All right.
All right. Lieutenant Eric, you are on the clock.
Okay, I would like to fill out the animated category with Captain Highliner. The guy in the fish box.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
pick.
The guy
Good
on the
pick.
fish box.
And the New York Islanders jersey.
Well, but not the same man.
Not the same. That's true.
Okay, Captain Highliner is off the board.
You want to do a lot of work too.
Should we continue
rattling
on,
right
or
now.
should we be?
Maddie's back in here again.
Maddie
Sounds
didn't-
frustrated.
Okay,
Keep going,
we can
he
keep
says.
going.
Okay.
All right, Dustin, with the number 24 pick in the 2024. Wow, Captain's Draft.
Yeah, 2024 Captain's Draft. Here we go. Hey,
In the number 24 spot. This is frankly, for those that care about numbers, this is a big pick for you.
This is a big pick.
Numerology, yeah.
All right, I'm going to throw one into my my open category. I'm surprised you
Continuing to
let this-
leave sports off the board. Interesting.
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get
Okay.
there. I don't think this guy's been picked, but I'm surprised you didn't take him. We got a lot of text about this guy. In my open category, it talks about Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
I actually call my father Captain Rod
because of that.
Captain Ron. And we did have a boat for a while, so you know
wear night
it
caps
did-
sometime. get in the mood, you know.
You know what? Probably should have had him do that.
All right, and then I will go to my sports category, and let's go with arguably where you look on list, the greatest captain in the history of the game, Jean Beliveau.
Very good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Just as a recap, that is Dustin's first sports pick, first of 6. And now we move back to Lieutenant Eric. We are all waiting an exciting pick here.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I'd like to fill out one of my open spots with Captain Obvious.
Good one.
Well done.
Thanks, Tom.
Those are great commercials.
I don't get to be serious enough. It seems like
Let me guess, he wasn't on your list, eh,
He was
Tommy?
not on my list.
Good idea.
All right, Glue Guy, you are on the clock with the number 27 pick.
I will go into my open category, excuse me, and take Captain Hawkeye Pierce from MASH.
MASH.
Tom Gazzola,
Hey,
you've got 2 picks in a row. We're expecting big things, as usual.
Yeah.
From the defending champion.
right. There's that little thing. I think I will go into my pirate category, and I'll just get it done with Barbosa.
Captain Barbosa.
Yeah. Okay.
Still available, Tommy.
Yep. Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
said that like it was a question.
Evidently, he was a great villain. If I watched the movies, I would know.
I don't even know what movie it is.
Barbosa, he was
Pirates
like
of the Caribbean.
the
Pirates of the
villain
Caribbean.
of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he turn
Right.
good at the end?
At the end, they work together against
Right.
a new villain. Very.
Yeah.
Who plays him?
To be honest with you, I don't know who plays Barbosa, but he's awesome. Barbosa
Okay.
It
is
was
a great
played
character.
by
Are you literally making picks off IMDb right now?
no,
ChatGPT.
no.
It's
Actually,
me a
AI.
captain's draft.
Jeffrey Rush.
AI.
That would be it. That would be it.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Rush. All right. Okay. And for your number 29 selection.
For my number 29 selection, I'm just going to go with, I think he's a great captain. Let's go into the open category, John H. Miller from Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
a good
Maybe
one.
not a
That's
ton
good.
of name
Wow.
recognition there, but like
Captain
a really
Miller.
good captain.
Yeah,
Great captain.
Yeah.
thanks.
He took care of those boys.
That fills out your open category, just as a reminder.
Thank you.
Okay. We go back to the glue guy.
Well, I'm going to go back to my sports category here. And
Your number 4 selection in the sports
yeah,
category.
obviously, Christine Sinclair is the GOAT of hockey or of soccer.
On the pitch.
And I'm going to take Haley Wickenheiser
Yeah. Good
as a great team captain for Team Canada from 07 to 13. Nice little run there.
Excellent selection, yeah. You don't have to sell that to any Canadian hockey fans. All right. Lieutenant Eric, you are on the clock.
I'd like to fill up my open category, adding to Captain Obvious, Captain Kangaroo.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I.
Like,
He's got a horrible haircut. I found that
I
last
just
night.
everybody's saying, "Oh, you got to go with Captain Kangaroo." You get a song.
I don't even, like, I know the name.
Yeah. I know.
Everybody knows that name.
He's in the Statler Brothers song there.
Wasn't it an Australian show?
It was a TV, a
I
television
didn't
show.
see a lot of remnants of Captain Kangaroo in my time in Australia in October, but I also wasn't looking.
Just a
So-
horrible haircut on that guy, too.
Captain
Absolutely,
Kangaroo.
okay.
Looks like a wild man, eh?
Yeah, Google Captain Kangaroo.
Dustin Nielsen, I'm not sure if you're Googling or chatting.
I'm searching now. I really wanted Haley Wickenheiser. So I'm
There's
rattled
still
by
a
that.
lot of
I know.
really
I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's
So
go.
just as I don't know if you need a reminder, you still have the police category open.
I know, that's a
You have an
horrible
open
idea.
category and then
Yes.
5 of 6 sports categories open.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's go to the sports category, and let's throw Sidney Crosby on this list of captains.
Very good.
Wasn't on my list.
Nope.
And I will stay in that hockey category, and a guy that they once called Captain Serious, Jonathan Taves.
Very good.
All right, you now have 3 of 6 in the sports category selected. Lieutenant Eric, you are up.
Thank you. I'll go to the space category, and I will select, which could have also been in the animated category as well, Captain Zap Brannigan, Futurama.
Nice.
Futurama, for all you Americans.
I like Alma.
Alma? Yeah.
Zap Brannigan.
Good pick. You'd agree, eh? I love that. Yeah, there you go, man.
You know, after the movie draft, there was a lot of corrections on my spelling of things. So
Zap Brannigan,
just
yeah, I don't know how to spell it. No, we'll
try to
get
get
it.
this
with
as
two
good as
Ps.
Two
possible.
piece, you're right, yeah.
Sorry, which show is that again? I'm just gonna
Futurama. Futurama?
Right.
Rama.
It's Mazda, by the way.
Futurama. All right, Glue Guy, you are back on the clock. Would you like a recap of
Nope,
what categories
nope,
you have open?
nope, nope. I got it right
All
here. I'm
just-
good.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm going to go with my animated. He was the captain of the intergalactic Starfleet, Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz
He was a
Lightyear.
captain, eh?
Oh, I'm sure he's not. I'll probably be told that several times. on the
You're
chat.
You're
No,
not
he was
confident
the
that-
captain of the
Was he-
intergalactic
He's-
Starfleet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to allow this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And everybody online in the chat.
Fine by me.
They're in a good mood today.
Everybody
Lightyear.
feeling
Are
good?
they having a good time?
How's everybody? Let's do a
Are
wellness
you
check
done
right
those
now. eh?
nibs?
No, there's a bunch right there.
I want you. No, I don't want any. I don't want to touch them.
I want you to finish
They're
them off
fresh.
though before
I
the
want you to
draft,
finish that. They're
They're
fresh
fresh.
nibs.
The feet,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
I did feel the pack because sometimes you get
Yeah,
those
the
ones
feel.
that are a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
crusty and a little hard.
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
You know what you're
definitely
doing,
have
very
to
fresh.
Give it a quick
I've been
squeeze,
around a few
for
packs
sure.
of nibs in my life.
Hey now.
All right, who's up?
Tom Gazzola.
I'm up.
You
Tommy.
are on
Lovely.
the clock for the number 36 and then
He's
number
swinging.
37, my favorite number.
Boom. You love Dean McCammon.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I know you. In the sports category,
my
I'm gonna
teen
go-
years.
with one Gordon Howe.
Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. I hope so.
All right, that's number 36 and into the number 37 spot.
Also me.
He's gonna search again. No, I'm just watching.
you Googling something else, Tommy?
I gotta find another one.
I was surprised that you can work your computer so
So-
well with a handful of nibs.
As,
I can't.
as a reminder, you still have captain accessory
Yeah, no big
category
deal.
and then 4 remaining in the sports category.
Thank you.
I'm concerned about your sugar levels. But
Tommy on these nibs, man. This is wild.
All right, in the sports category, let's go with one Pele.
Correct me if I'm wrong, soccer
Pele?
folks, but would Maradona have been a better captain to take there?
Well, we're not done the draft yet.
I read a great article last night about
He was a good
Maradona when
captain.
I was searching captains, and it was like, despite the cheating, I was just like,
Oh, no, but that's
like
opening sentence.
seemed like a
Despite the
weird
cheating.
way to talk about a captain being
It was
great.
the head
but-
of God, not the hand of God.
Yeah,
All right, Glue Guy, you are on the clock with the number 38 pick.
Okay, I'll go to sports. I'll keep it close to home and touch on a CFL legend in Henry Gizmo Williams.
the
Hello?
Giz.
Hello.
Love it.
You're just now getting name recognition. Hey, like that's just a good.
Hey, man, he's in the Hall of Fame.
No,
He's won
it's
2
great.
big
It's a
cups.
great pick.
It's a good way to swing.
Not so much
But
captain,
when
but
you
it's
fall
just
apart.
an,
I'm not gonna.
You had Gizmo
Not
to
raising
list.
any issue, but in the CFL, how do they distinguish captains?
Well, you go for the coin toss and stuff.
Yeah, but they can send anybody up there.
You
Well,
could.
they usually send the
Generally, the
captain.
captains go.
Yeah, okay.
They designate captains of the team.
Matthew, I'm not listening to
You
you
know
right
what they
now.
sent?
Tommy, you're just like in this great
You know
mood
anyone
right now. I
who
love
they
it.
sent? They sent the
They're the
captain.
captains. It's the captains who go out.
Are you gonna send the punter out there?
If he's a captain.
If
Yeah,
He's the
lots
captain.
of kickers go out.
I think it's a joke.
I disagree.
Yeah, he was.
Tommy
He would be a
using the
he would be a
captain's
special teams captain.
Tommy
Yeah.
using the captain's draft to go after kickers is quite a twist.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
Quite a
I have
twist.
no qualms with that pick. I'm just like, how do you just because in
And
NFL they have
the
the
CFL
seat.
coin toss. You're just overall you're going after football coin toss.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, this
He already
isn't
wants the
even just-
rouge out of the game. Now he wants the
This
coin
isn't
toss
about
out of the
Get rid
game.
of
kickers,
it.
punters. This
Get
is
rid of it.
about the coin toss in general.
You've got
All
coin
right,
toss
you know
hate?
what? We're gonna move on.
no.
Maybe that's his accessory.
Why are you guys coming at me like that, yo?
Have another nib.
I will.
Lieutenant Eric,
Hey. Okay.
you are up.
How about this one?
Can't wait.
In my pirate category, Captain Tractor. I'm going to be a pirate on the River Saskatchewan. Come on, let's go. Hey? Huh?
Yeah.
That fits.
Sure. Yeah.
Captain Tractor.
Okay.
That's in your open category.
Pirate.
Is that the band who does it?
Yeah. Captain
Oh, I
Tractor.
didn't know that. All right, throw it in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, great pick, Eric. Wow, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what was the name again?
Captain Tractor.
That's the heave ho. Hey.
Down the way.
Last Saskatchewan pirate.
That's right. That's what you're saying there.
It's pirate. Fits in the pirate category. Captain Tractor.
You want to judge people?
Captain
judge
Pirate.
the people that dance to that song at the bar.
There's always a time and place for that song.
We all
Yeah.
dance.
I was just
You-
going to say, I danced to that song
You
at the
danced
bar.
to that song at the bar.
I have not.
People who don't dance to that.
Yeah, I definitely they used to play that at Fort Mac all the time when my wife and I were going out when we were
Shocking.
dating and stuff. It was great.
I think you have no spirit if you don't dance.
Yeah.
I have great spirit. Look at me. I've got nibs.
Thank you for taking the heat off the pick.
All right.
That's what a good captain does.
All right.
Wow.
I am going to go with 2 more captains in my sports category. And I will go with. There's lots of good ones still sitting around here.
Yep.
I'm going to go with, prior to Sidney Crosby, one of the greatest captains in Pittsburgh Penguins history, Mario Lemieux.
Very good.
And I will go with, some call her Captain Clutch. She's been the captain of the Canadian national team since 2015, Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Excellent selection. All right, Lieutenant Eric.
I'd like to fill out the. Thank you very much. The movie category: Captain Quint, Jaws.
Once again, huge shout out to White Claw for sponsoring the Hangout. This has been an excellent addition to the
Powered by White
to the
Claw.
draft today.
EST
yes.
drafts powered by
Absolutely
White Claw.
powered by White Claw and Nibs and some
And nibs and some Hawkins cheesies.
Dips and such.
Hawkins cheesies. All I want is to crack these chips and dip, and I've
Well,
just
you'll
got-
have
I've got
time.
a little
Do
bit
it.
too
You'll
much
have time.
going on here. All right,
There's no room on that table there.
Glue Guy, you are now on the clock.
I'll fill out my open category, and just because he was such an iconic character, I'm going to take Captain Jack from The Office.
Captain Jack
Oh, man.
from The Office. Saw him pop up on a couple lists last night. I never watched that
Great episode.
Yeah.
Doing the.
Was he
the-
Rob? Was it Rob Riggle? Was
Yeah.
he Captain Jack?
Yeah. The limbo with the
Just the creepiest captain, too.
Really?
Like, this is his
Riggle
jam.
plays that role.
very well.
And he hooks up with
Creepy
what's her
guy,
face,
like-
Meredith. Hey, doesn't him and Meredith?
Meredith, yeah. Go figure.
With Meredith? Like that Meredith?
He takes her to. He
That makes
shows,
sense.
shows her
Show-
the captain's room.
Yeah, shows her the captain's quarters or something like that.
I always had a thing for Angela.
I never watched The Office.
Well.
I'm bad at watching TV shows. Although I've seen The Wire, and Dustin has not.
I have not seen The Wire yet.
Oh,
Maddie
really?
loves The Wire too.
excellent-
What about The
excellent
Shield?
Have you watched The
show.
Shield?
I have not watched The Shield.
Shield is
I'll
on.
have to
You
watch
like
that
The
as
Shield?
well.
Poor man's wire or something.
No, it's
Somebody
just-
calls it a poor man's wire.
It's just a West
Maddie,
Coast
you would like The
flair.
Shield. My wife's watching Succession right now.
It's West Coast Wire.
Yeah.
And she's giving you a lot of love on Succession. When Maddie loves Succession, she loves Succession too.
That is an excellent show.
I'm not
and
watching it.
It's that show does not disappoint. All right, Tom Gazzola.
Hey.
Sorry to leave you hanging there.
That's okay.
You are up for the next 2 picks,
All good.
44 and 45.
I'm going to dedicate this next pick to our good friend Jasmine,
Okay.
who always gets on me for not talking about NBA and
I know where you're going
hashtag
here.
Association City.
Buying the votes now, are we?
I'll go with Tim Duncan.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
I think I know where you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pick him next.
I thought you were going with the captain of the Showtime Lakers.
Former swimmer, Tim Duncan.
Tim
Always
Duncan,
loved
yeah.
that about him.
Thank
Like
you.
Like did he?
No,
No, he swam leisurely.
Trials.
No, he did swim.
He likes to swim.
Guy like the pool.
He was a competitive swimmer.
Yeah.
Those will all
That's
have my
cheating.
heart.
The length
cheating.
has to give you
When
some.
you're 7 feet
Yeah.
and the reach, he's probably like 11
But most
feet
of them
long.
are
in the
tall,
pool.
are they not? Like to
Yeah,
be a
Phelps
swimmer.
was
Like,
way-
Well, I
your
mean,
brother
look at
was a
my
swimmer.
brothers.
He was
My
quite tall,
brothers-
right?
My brother's very, very
Gives you a
tall,
leg
yeah.
up,
He's
eh?
six- almost
Remember the
6'6", yeah.
torpedo?
Of course, I remember
Yeah.
the torpedo. So, I mean, obviously, when I went to Australia, went to Sydney. The 2000 Sydney Games were such a big
Yeah.
part of my life because I was a swimmer at that time. So,
Torpedo
yeah,
was
of course,
awesome.
Torpedo, Ian Thorpe, yeah. All right, sorry.
Did you make 2 there, Tommy?
No,
or
I
just
just made
one?
one, and then I listened to everyone else
Into
talk.
the
It's all
number
good.
45.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
spicy again.
I'll have to have a nip.
Poor
With
Tom.
my next pick, oh, it's all good. No sympathy.
Woe
I'll
is
go
Tom. Woe is
to
Tom.
the NFL with Peyton Manning.
Omaha.
Omaha. One of
All
the
right,
greatest
you have
hosts of
one
SNL ever.
remaining in the sports category, and then one in the captain accessory category. Just as a reminder to our lovable Tom Gazzola.
Hey there.
All right, Blue Guy, you are now on the clock.
Okay, I will fill out my sports with the captain of the 2010 Vancouver Olympic gold-winning men's hockey team, Scott Niedermayer.
Cranbrook boy?
Gets your vote.
Yep.
Probably not.
No, that's not going to happen, but
We all just get one vote, so be careful how you use that. All right, Lieutenant Eric, you are on the clock.
Sports category, Connor McDavid.
A few months ago, people would question his ability to captain a team.
Not now.
Not now.
Now he
Touche.
says.
200-foot game.
Hey,
And
now.
also, are we talking about the All-Star team as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're not because that was awful
Yes.
last night. But all right.
I didn't watch it. I had to work late last night,
didn't
so
miss
I don't
anything.
even. All right, Dustin, you are on the clock. 48-49 swing here.
I do need some local flavor on the captain here, and I know Mark Messier's gone, Connor McDavid's gone,
Ryan Smith is also
Wayne
gone.
Gretzky's gone, Captain Canada Ryan Smith is gone.
Do the
But I think there was a guy who was a captain here with your Edmonton Oilers, who just sort of was a leader through and through. Ended up being a captain somewhere else.
Yeah, Shane Corson,
They
right?
they call him Gator, but I'm going to take Jason Smith
Nice
and,
pick.
and throw him into my sixth and final sports category.
Joe Belanaski says, I don't care about Tim Duncan being a casual swimmer.
He wasn't casual. He was a competitive swimmer.
Now you know.
Now you know. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I guess I have another one here, eh?
Yeah, number 49.
Okay.
So you have open and police categories left.
Okay. I'm going to go to the let's go police category. And as you brought up a good point, the movie that we're putting him with. And I think you need that a little bit for this guy, but when you remember him, you're going to love him.
You thought this was a long time ago. You thought I would take
I'm
it. So
passing
you,
on that guy. I'll tell you another
Oh,
guy. Yeah.
this is a
I think
twist.
this guy's better.
Wow.
He was one of the funniest captains, I think, in movie history. He had an obsession with the movie TLC.
Oh, great
Or with the band
captain.
TLC in the movie The Other Guys. Captain Gene.
Also worked
from
at,
The Other Guys.
Also worked at Home Depot. or
Yeah,
was
he
it
worked
Lowe's?
at like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just like, don't go
Michael
chasing
Keaton.
waterfalls over
Michael
here.
Keaton,
like,
yeah.
Captain.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is Captain Gene
Creep.
in The Other Guys. Creep. Are you purposely saying TLC references? What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
That was a great bit.
That was
Captain
so-
Gene was a great
Don't go
bit.
chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, he was amazing, man.
I know what you're talking
So
about.
yes, I'll throw Captain Gene into my police captain
pick.
spot.
What did Will Ferrell's wife cook for supper that one? And it tastes like dogs or
Everything.
whatever?
He just treated her awfully, but she was gorgeous and like made food for
He
him.
got
and-
so upset.
Oh yeah.
Well, Gator don't play no shit.
I just tied in two gators essentially. Yeah, that's right.
All right, Lieutenant Eric, you are back on the clock.
Continually to fill out the sports category, Franz Beckenbauer, Der Kaiser.
I googled yesterday like the best leaders in sports history. That dude was number 3 on the list.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one on a lot of lists as well.
I
If
don't
you
know
know,
who
you
he
know.
is, but
Der Kaiser. Yeah. Franz Beckenbauer. F.
Just joking.
Well, I just made that spelling. All right. Off to Glue Guy we go.
It's funny. It was just mentioned in the chat because I've been waiting on my police category because I knew this one would be a little bit of a sleeper that nobody would take. But when I say this name, you're going to all be like, oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's not like Edmonton's police.
No. Captain Carl Winslow.
boom, Carl Winslow.
from
That's
Family
who I thought
Matters.
He
you were
was
gonna
a
take.
captain, hey?
No, he was. I
Yeah.
googled
Because
it
that's
last
why
night.
I didn't
Yeah.
know if he was just a.
I mean,
He
what a
eventually
street
got the
cop or
captain.
whatever.
Carl
He did make
Winslow.
captain, eh?
I thought for sure he was going to take Carl Winslow. And good
I
pick.
love Olivia
Great
Benson.
Yeah.
She's
TV show dad.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Oh,
TV.
no,
Oh,
he
he
was
was
a
legendary.
kid dad.
He'd go first over
We
on
did
the
do
dad.
a dad
Yeah,
draft.
he did in there.
And no, we did a draft bracket. Did we do a dad draft? We did the bracket.
I think we did. He must have factored in a Christmas
Must have
draft
done
too
both.
once upon a
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
He was
He
also
can be 5-tool player.
a cop in Ghostbusters, and he let the Ghostbusters out.
He was a cop in Die Hard.
Well, that whole
Yeah.
story arc
Yeah.
with him is
Mayor
all
wants to
connected,
see
right? Like there's
Yeah.
a conspiracy that he
And he was eerily similar in Die Hard to how he played it in Family Matters.
Yes, well, it's all
he
connected.
was
It
a-
just
all
looks like
connected.
Carl Winslow. Yeah, there's a
That's right.
theory out there
That his-
they're all connected.
the Die Hard thing with him, and then he got relocated to Chicago. But his whole life living Family Matters was just a dream.
Oh, snap!
Oh, you read into it. It's very deep.
All right, good pick.
People can't see this, but Matthew Owanek looking rather stressed.
very
Well,
pensive.
he had things to do, and now he's got a
What actually is the issue?
He's
Okay.
troubleshooting.
It's very echoey. It's been
Oh.
echoey.
like a half hour.
It doesn't surprise me
Kind of cool though.
because like the mic we use over there, when we turn it on, our mics get echoey.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it was working to start.
Oh yeah, well that's strange.
I mean, who doesn't want to hear me in an echo?
It's cool, yeah.
All right, Dustin, you are
Nope.
no.
I think it's Tommy for 2. I only got one left. It'll be the last pick of the
As
draft.
do I.
Right. Okay. Listen,
You're doing
I'm
great.
just happy to be here.
All right, Tommy.
Tom,
Last
solo.
two picks.
Yeah.
All right, one more in sports and then accessory. Joe Sakic.
Good pick.
Yeah, thank you. And then captain accessory.
No idea.
Let's go with a parrot.
All right, there you go. That's not bad
bad.
off the top of your head. Not
Yeah.
bad off the top of your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Silly
That's good,
category,
yeah.
but
Wasn't even
whatever.
on my board.
All right,
You-
Blue Guy, back to you for your last selection of the 2024 Captain's Draft. Captain
Is captain accessory? Everybody
Yeah.
else has theirs,
Yeah.
right?
Tommy swipe pirate or parrot.
I think that there's a pretty obvious one on the board here, but
As do I.
Well, there's
Do you have a captain accessory already?
I do, but
an
it
eye
is one
patch. I think is
Yeah.
going to be my accessory.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
yeah,
big one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
All the accessories have been chosen
They're all
already?
done?
Yeah.
What did we miss?
I'd say a ship.
Captain ship. I did have ship
Okay.
on my list. Yeah.
I'd say a hook.
A hook.
A
A
compass.
hook as well.
It
yeah,
plays in with the name.
absolutely.
I mean, you
compass.
just-
Sword.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sword, yeah.
So
Peg
Tommy,
leg.
you were right. There was a lot of
lots of things.
That was,
Yeah,
you
I
weren't
guess
sweating
I
at all, eh?
No,
Nah. Look at him. That guy doesn't worry about anything.
I don't know what's going on half the time.
Once again, also just happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Lieutenant Eric, with your final selection. I
Well,
look forward to this. The number
yeah.
6 spot.
And thank you for looking forward, and thank you for your time today as well. Investing your time with the draft, I find that's important because we're not paying you to do this. It's very and chip
I'm
and
getting
dip.
paid in White Claws.
Chip and dip and White Claw. That's all the time. But it is with great pride, and I am surprised that this captain fell so far. Ron Francis.
That's a great pick. Now, Hartford Whalers, Ron Francis, or
I don't
Carolina?
care. Just the name. They put it up there.
And
That's
last,
fantastic.
But of course not.
So you've
All
got
right.
two
Dustin
Captain Rons on your
Nielson.
board.
Open category, right?
Open category number 2. You have Captain Ron
Yeah.
in the number 1 slot there for the
it's
open
his, so
category.
I've had him.
strong
Let's
captain
Let's
category.
remember, we've gone through this entire draft without any controversy.
Yeah, that's
any
true.
concerns.
Very
Solidarity.
No, yeah,
You're here.
solidarity. Here.
One might say it's because of the gifts.
It's the snacks.
Yeah.
Well, it's kept him shut up. Which is
sticking
making
together.
him
That's
So
the
that's
play
where-
almost, yeah.
Okay, so I did say earlier on that having the C on the chest is really important to me when it comes to captains. This guy was not playing hockey, was not playing football, did have a C on his jersey, though, as he led a group of average Joes to a dodgeball championship.
Yeah.
Captain Peter LaFleur from Dodgeball will be my final open category.
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, Peter LaFleur.
No Koivu.
No Koivu.
Amazing.
Excellent work,
No
fellas.
Koivu. I know.
What a smokescreen.
I know. Also, somebody else will waste a pick. I got Belleville. He didn't need
that
both.
was a
He
great
didn't
one.
need both.
That's the.
All right, so shall we recap?
Yes,
the
let's.
teams
This
here?
is good.
Let's-
Feeling
We
good.
will
Let's do it.
start with
Let's have a little
Dustin
discussion
Nielson,
about
who
it.
had
Yeah.
the number 1 selection. For his captain accessory, of course, we have the C. His pirate category, Captain Jack Sparrow, his first overall pick. In the space category, Hans Solo.
Beautiful.
In the movie category, Captain Hook. Police category, Captain Gene from The Other Guys. In the animated category, we have Captain Crunch. In the open category, number 1, Captain Ron. And number 2, Captain Peter LaFleur of the movie Dodgeball. In the sports category, Jean Beliveau, Sidney Crosby, Jonathan Taves, Mario Lemieux, Marie-Philippe Poulin, and Jason Smith.
All right. Okay.
Lieutenant Eric, here we go. For the captain accessory, we have the captain's hat. Pirate category, Captain Tractor.
Last Saskatchewan Pirate.
Probably the most controversial pick.
Last
of the
Saskatchewan
draft,
Pirate.
but
You think a bit, and it's like, oh, what an astute pick.
It's,
Yeah,
I would
yes.
say that's our stretch pick.
Very creative. Very creativity might be another term.
Creative, yes, absolutely.
Gotta be
I want
creative.
to make sure that you stay in that seat, so we're going to just keep moving
I'm
on.
not moving.
Space Captain Zap Brannigan from Futurama.
Rama.
Rama. I'm embarrassed. Police Captain, Captain Olivia Benson. All right.
Law and Order
animated
SVU.
Captain Highliner of the Fish Box.
The fish boxes, yep.
In the open category, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
And Captain Kangaroo.
Yep.
In the sports category, Mark Messier, Christine Sinclair, Ryan Smith, Connor McDavid, Franz Beckenbauer, and Ron Francis. All right, and now we go to Glue Guy. Your captain accessory was the eye patch. Pirate category, we have Captain Morgan. In the space category, Captain Chris Hadfield, a real Canadian hero. In the movie category, Maverick. In the police category, Captain Carl Winslow. In the animated category, Captain Buzz Lightyear. In the open category, we have Captain Hawkeye Pierce and Captain Jack of The Office. And in the sports category, Wayne Gretzky, Steve Yzerman, Michael Jordan, Haley Wickenheiser, Henry Gizmo Williams, and Scott Niedermeyer. And then Tom Gazzola. With your captain accessory, we have the Parrot. Pirate category, Captain Barbosa, who you're excited about, I can see. In the space category,
He hasn't stopped eating nibs. Like, he just continues to mow him down.
James T. Kirk. In the movie category, Captain America, of course, his dog Penny's favorite character.
Thank you.
Police category, Captain Holt. Excellent selection. Animated category, we have Captain Planet, the reason that Tom Gazzola still recycles.
Always.
That's
Always
an important
recycles.
fact that people should know when voting in the category, because Tom is still saving the planet thanks to this man.
One carton at a time.
In the open category, Jean-Luc Picard and John H. Miller of the movie Saving Private Ryan. And in the sports category, Derek Jeter, Gordie Howe, Pele, Tim Duncan, the former competitive swimmer, Peyton Manning, and Joe Sakic. Gentlemen, how do we feel about this?
I finally opened up the
2024
chat.
draft?
I just wanted to see. Somebody said Captain's Log. That would have been a great accessory. Captain's Log.
Yay.
Captain's Treasure. Treasure would have been a good accessory too. TV Burkle says the only thing Tommy should worry about is what to do with his back-to-back victories.
Oh,
How
thank
about
you.
that?
Thank
Wow.
you.
Captain Phillips went undrafted. Tom Brady went undrafted. Captain Tractor being allowed as a pirate is bogus. Dusty might have just staved off relegation. Chad says one Tommy, two Dusty, LTE, and Jay. Tom won again. Zap Brannigan wins it for Lieutenant Eric. Hadfield wasn't a space captain. Captain Tractor isn't a pirate.
He is. He's a last Saskatchewan pirate, for crying out loud. There's
Rip
a song
City
about it.
Step. Captain Crunch wasn't a real captain. He was a commander according to his stripes.
His name is Captain Crunch.
Well, it's CAPN. Right?
Captain Crunch.
Captain.
Yeah. Tommy runaway win. Gazzola's sports picks, actually not so good. Penner's Pancakes, Lieutenant Eric 1, Tommy 2, Dusty 3, Glue Guy 4. Glue Guy, what are you thinking about this? What do you think about? Did you actually get rattled by that third overall pick?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Thought maybe you did a little bit.
You know what? I guess as of right now, the chat is not liking what I put together, but
To hell with the chat. It's the votes.
you know, it's the votes that ultimately matter, obviously. So we'll see. I mean, there's so many different picks and so many different ways you can go. I mean, if somebody is, it's a very broad draft.
You
so.
let it settle. You
Yeah.
take a couple looks. You're still. How many you got left? there?
Yeah, I'll
5?
have one of
6?
those,
No,
probably.
don't disrupt.
Captain Gene worked at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
That's where he worked. And he was classic. Yeah, well, I'll have a rip.
They're very
Or
good.
a nib. I'm not really a nibs guy, but...
No, thank you. I want you to.
We discussed this beforehand, though. The Wire, an excellent police show, but not necessarily any captains that stand out.
McNulty, he wasn't a captain.
He was a
He's
detective,
like a gumshoe,
unfortunately. Yeah. So
There was a captain in the
wasn't-
Shield, though, and I forget
David
his name.
Aceveda.
Yeah, that's
I had him on my list.
And he was a terrible
Who would
captain.
move it? Riggs and Murtaugh.
I had Riggs.
I had them both on there.
And
They named
Murtaugh.
captains in the fourth one.
Captain Cragen as well from Law and Order. He was also one of the captains.
I saw him
along
pop
with-
up on some lists.
what
He was
do you-
good, and he also had licorice in his office. His thing, he had a
as he
jar of
should.
licorice.
What a
and-
tie-in.
No. What do you guys think if, like, I was debating taking Megan Rapinoe, but I think that would not have gone over well.
She's like the anti-Christine Sinclair,
Yeah,
almost in the
exactly.
sense.
I think you would have been better with like a throwback like Mia Hamm or somebody like
Hamm.
that
I was
if you
thinking
wanted to
about
go
Mia
with a U.S. soccer captain.
And I
Megan
think
Rapinoe
that-
certainly was a little bit divisive.
Yes.
I think it would turn voters off. Yeah, being divisive.
Yeah, man.
Captain Phillips wasn't taken.
I know.
Or the guy
Captain-
that says I'm captain now, to Captain Phillips.
Yeah, Captain
Yeah,
Pirate.
the
Captain
Somali
Quinn.
pirate, right?
Oh, his
Yeah.
name.
That's a
We don't
good
know a
movie.
name, eh?
We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Queenan from The Departed. That would have been a stretch.
Good. Yeah, but no, Queenan's good. I didn't even think about
Was that
Captain
Alec
Queenan.
Baldwin or Mark?
No, Queenan was the older
Captain
guy.
Mitch Buchanan, captain of the Baywatch LA County Lifeguards.
Oh yeah, man.
Captain Ahab,
Guy Captain Ahab.
Yeah, but it was interesting. But
Captain Jonas Grumby. otherwise known as Skipper.
What about old
Oh, yeah.
Gilligan's
Lone
Island.
Star from Spaceballs?
I have.
Yeah, I had him.
You know what? We could have had more of an open category
Boone Jenner.
because Captain Lone Star from Spaceballs. I also wanted to take Captain Clarence Over from Airplane. Remember? Clarence Over. Captain Clarence Over was a good one. Somebody said last night Forrest Gump was the captain of a shrimp and
Yeah.
boat.
Does
That was a
anybody
good
know
one.
Captain Thunderpants? He's like a local entertainer. Goes out to like county fairs and stuff.
And for the kids, Captain
Captain
Underpants.
Underpants. That's a big one in our house.
Underpants and Thunderpants.
Yeah. And then Gager brought this one up yesterday too when we were walking out of here. From the Goonies, One-Eyed Willie, who was the captain of the ship that they were trying
Oh,
to get to in
right.
Goonies. It was One-Eyed Willie's ship.
What about Jennifer Jones? She was like the skip.
The skipper.
Skip. Yeah, I'm not sure if we call that.
Curling
I always
necessarily
was
a
pro
captain,
Jenny Jones.
though.
Like,
Yeah.
But
Nobody took the Islanders
Obviously,
logo either,
dominant
eh?
force in the
I thought
curling
the Islanders
world,
logo
but-
would get.
as an accessory.
Cassie Campbell,
Cassie
Al
Campbell.
Hamilton,
I went Philippe
Alfonso
Poulin.
Davies. Wasn't taken.
Okay.
Mario Lemieux, Ray Bork.
I
Yeah.
took Mario.
Mario Lemieux
Oh, you
was
did take
taken,
Mario?
I took
yeah.
Mario.
See, I was thinking about taking Cassie, and like, would people remember her as captain of our women's national team, or would they remember her as the broadcaster, now hockey executive?
Yeah,
You're
that's
kinda
why.
right there.
Because I
It's-
think
Right? You're going
No,
for the
I think
votes.
that they're going to remember her as a hockey player.
I would
as
hope
well.
so. The
captain.
I stayed away because
Yeah.
she's got like some negative buzz as a broadcaster. And I was
know.
just like, it's not fair to her because she was an amazing
Exactly.
captain. But Philippe Poulin has had an incredible run.
Oh,
like
yeah.
since 2015 now. That's
Excellent
9
pick,
years.
Yeah.
Like, and she is
Yeah.
as clutch as they come too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I wanted Wickenheiser. The passionate speech that she gave in 2010 about the logo, and that was pretty legendary.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know how this is going to shake out.
I'm not sure.
Maddie, are you going to interview us post after or what? Oh, jeez.
Who's leaving?
I'm happy to move out of the spot.
Well, I don't know if that. We'll all leave, and Maddie can interview each one of us
Yeah, you know what? That's probably
on her
a
own. I
great
think. Yeah,
idea.
yeah, yeah.
You just want chips
Maddie, you
and
come
dip
on in and take a chair.
You know what? I'm ready to
and four
Yeah.
more White Claws.
We're all gonna
enjoy
leave
the
and-
rest of my day
I'll
off.
stay. I had first pick. I'll stay.
I'll stay
I'll
too.
chat with you.
I'm not in a rush. I'm settled in
All right,
here.
chat with Tommy and I together here, and then we'll bring in.
Commish, do you want to sit here?
over there.
Yeah, Quinn, slide over to this one here.
Yeah.
You know what I think, Maddie?
And
I
then
think
you
next
can leave
time
that full
We throw one of these mics in
case
there.
of White
Same
Claws that
5
you
mics.
crushed. You can just leave that there. We'll clean it up.
Tommy, what do you think? You like your jab?
I enjoyed that.
I think between us, I think it's between us.
I hope so. I felt good. Like the sports ones. Who said I didn't have a strong sports one? I left the sports to the.
I'm a
to
huge
the
Manning
end.
guy, but I would have taken Brady ahead of Manning.
I had Brady on my
I
list.
wanted to take Brady, but then I thought
But-
Oilers twist, Jason Smith.
Yeah,
see how it goes.
that's a good pick. But like with Brady, like I think again we're clamoring for votes, right? I think Peyton Manning. If I have this read wrong, then that's fine. I think Peyton Manning has a better like favorability with just the
more
everyman.
likable.
Yeah,
I was always a Manning guy.
Yeah,
So
like Tom Brady. Some people just hate him, right?
I did for a long time till he went to
Right.
Tampa and just looked like he was just chilling. Then I kind of
was
respect him a little
chilling.
bit more. Yeah, no, that was good.
I'll never pick Tom Brady.
No,
See, like that.
Yeah,
Now I went
There's
see,
people
well, that's a
that
good point. That's a good
hate
point.
Tom Brady,
But he
and
was a
I'm
true
like,
captain. He led his teams to multiple
It was like
Super Bowls,
18
multiple
years as a captain too, or
championships.
something like that. Like,
he had the C and he won.
He did.
So that's
Yeah,
Brett
but
Favre
had-
the
was the
debate that
CEO.
you have with Tom Brady, if you pick Tom Brady, is how many people look at Tom Brady and just think just like Quinn.
Exactly.
Don't know. No, and that's like he would be a great captain.
And then, like, if you took Ray Lewis, people were like, oh, yeah, great football player. Killed the dude.
at least
Even though
covered
he
up
got
the killing of
off.
a dude. Yeah.
yeah.
Portions of the EST Hangout are brought to you by the Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of EST, the Hive Product Marketing. Check them out, hiveproductmarketing.com. When we are at our Super Bowl party at Century Casino Sports Bar and Lounge for Super Bowl, we will have some EST merch to give away. That was done up by our great partners at the Hive Product Marketing. We're very pleased to have them as the official merch partner of EST. So if you're looking to get any merch done, hiveproductmarketing.com. Talk to Chelsea. She'll take really good care of you. So overall, how are you guys feeling? And I didn't hear too much of what was
Yeah,
happening.
you
Not
probably
gonna
can't read
lie.
mine. It's a mess.
But how are you guys feel? Like it's interesting that Eric and Jay, just like Jay, I'm looking at him right now. doesn't look
He
confident.
looks defeated.
He
He looks
doesn't look
defeated.
confident right now.
Yeah,
He
and
just
you know,
now
I
says,
felt like that last draft.
People online.
Yes.
Is there
You know
now?
what? Listen, we've
Shocking.
talked about this. You can't listen to that. It comes everybody only gets one vote unless they have multiple Twitter accounts.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they get more than one vote, and now we're gonna
Yeah.
all of a sudden see an increase in Twitter accounts.
That'll happen again.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Go
5
buy a bunch
voted.
of followers.
Right, like I think Tommy looks pretty good right now.
I'm comfortable.
You're pretty happy. It looks like Dusty. You're pretty pleased.
I'm feeling pretty
with where you
comfortable.
are.
Like I know I'm not getting relegated, so we'll see how it plays out. But I don't know. My whole thing was I was going to focus on the captain categories, and then I wanted a sports category where people would look at it and be like, you know, Wayne Gretzky's not there, Steve Yzerman's not there, but it's like, oh, well, it's still a good list of captains.
That
Right?
would be the strength of my board.
You got great sports captains, but like I have John Beliveau, who was like the greatest early captain in the history of the NHL.
Yep.
And Sidney Crosby, Jonathan Toews, Mario Lemieux, Philippe Poulin, and then I went a little bit off the board with Jason Smith, but I know a lot of Oilers fans who love Gator,
Yeah.
and they're just like, yeah, he flew under the radar as a captain. So
That's
yeah,
why I
I
went with
just
Jeter.
wanted a sports category that was like enough to keep me in the mix. Then
you
I
wanna-
tried to win some of these other
Why don't you sit
categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why I went Jeter really quickly. It's just like let's
He's the
get
captain.
the captain.
Yeah, the
He's
captain.
considered
Let's get
Captain
Captain
Jeter,
How
and
it's released.
Yeah,
so this will be posted on the EST Twitter account.
with no names.
This time we will have no names, please.
Okay.
So just team 1, team 2,
Yeah.
team 3, team 4.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tell.
Uh,
you're gonna have to outline who's team 1, who's team 2, who's team 3, who's team 4.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm about to email you now so that it doesn't take as long as it did
Well,
last
You
time.
don't really need to know that.
What do you mean? Well, I need to know who to put as team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4.
Let's just
Oh,
put it
she'll
in the.
label
Let's
the
just
team
put it
names.
on the order that it is on the Excel spreadsheet that I'm about to send you.
Okay.
Yeah, there we
So
go. Yeah,
it's
nobody
just
would know
1, 2,
that
3,
technically,
4.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
That's
that is
exactly
actually
where we want to
not
go.
draft order related.
Look
so.
at the commish and the host.
You guys are working really well together. I really
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have a really great rapport.
There's never
and
been an issue
Again,
with-
he's
between us.
he's
Was there a good
he's
airing
a-
of the grievance earlier?
He's,
There
he's
wasn't
a
a
pillar to
grievance.
lean on.
I thought there was a little grievance from
It
Quinn.
wasn't. It was. There was a miscommunication. There's an. I made an assumption that I shouldn't have,
Oh,
and we've now put that to bed.
was there yelling?
No, again,
absolutely
there's no
not.
issue.
All it
between
needed
us.
was an explanation.
Yeah,
and
she was
everything is good.
disappointed that she hadn't been asked on the Hangout this month.
Ah, yes. That's
And
fair.
the reason for why she wasn't asked on the Hangout, and those that were listening would
You don't
already
like
know
her.
the answer, was the fact that I thought because she's doing the draft, this is her coming on the
More
Hangout.
Quinn. More Quinn.
So, but she's good to come on more, which makes
Good.
me
That's-
happy.
that's
So we'll
excellent.
book
Yeah.
it more. So
It's a
that
good
was
news day.
that was an issue on my part. I should have reached out and said, I know you're doing the draft, but would you also still want to be on the Hangout? I just made an assumption that was poor, but we'll fix that.
You know what they
moving
say
We'll
about
fix it.
assumptions?
forward. Make an ass out of you.
You,
And I.
not me.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I guess because it's closer to you
Assume.
than the. Tommy, is there a weak spot? Do you think on yours? I'm just
Yeah,
looking at my
yeah,
what would you say? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
Even
Why
that
did
was
you-
I
like,
how
don't
did you
think that
forget
that's a
about
weak
that?
spot.
I just
though.
How did you
I put it up like I was going through everything yesterday, and then the other thing too is only 4 of us, and like captaincy, that's a good one. But when you
Is
think
there
of
a better
captains-
captain accessory?
Yeah, parrot. Obviously,
You picked the parrot.
that's right. That's why it's a better pirate.
I think
or
a
But can
ship
only
is
can-
probably
can-
the
like, can't all
ultimate
pirates have
accessory.
parrots, or is it just a captain?
just a captain.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
I don't
Do
think
you
that's
know-
how pirates
Do
work.
you
back
know
in the day.
any
Like,
other?
I'm not sure you should have brought this up because you're right. Now that we say
pirate
this,
could
like
have a
any
parrot.
pirate can have a
So
parrot.
you're saying okay? If this is
You've
a,
now just opened up a weakness.
well,
I
I'm just saying
I'll
the
just go and
weakness
say,
is that
I
category.
think- I think the C on a jersey is iconic. Like it is.
But
such
then who
a
took
big
an eye
deal.
patch? Did anyone take an eye patch?
I don't know.
Eric took an eye patch.
Right,
No,
like,
Phil
so you
took
can
the
make
eye
the
patch.
And then what did
Same
Eric take for
argument,
an
like-
accessory? I'm not saying. I'm not ripping the
Eric
parents.
took, he took the captain's hat.
Like Carl Winslow or a pirate captain or
Yeah,
a football captain.
that's fair.
Hat.
Carl
You don't have
Winslow.
to yell at me.
Well, you guys, what did you take? Well, you took the stupid thing. Yeah,
I
that's probably-
didn't know what you took. I was asking what
Rick
you
is
took.
so rattled right now. My
least he
God,
didn't walk
you gotta
out on
get
the
him
draft.
and Jay back in here. It's gonna be a different conversation.
But
man.
it's like
is-
the C
Yeah.
is an icon. Like
That is
because
a
they've
good
even
one.
added it in the NFL
Now,
for the last 15 years.
If you
whatever
had the
it's been.
K, like the Russian K, with everything that's been going on, like I don't. Like,
we're not gonna draft the K. I mean,
exactly
the C is different.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
so.
an armband could have been
like
the
for
soccer, but
like
Yeah.
armband.
but again, here it's not
That's
that
a little
important.
niche.
The bottom
here.
line is
Yeah,
there's one
absolutely.
thing that
Do you
people
want in, Jay?
Yeah,
put in
Yeah,
the mix
you know what?
with the cap.
You
Well,
join
these
right
two
here.
could
We're gonna
get
leave.
out.
No, Quinn, we're gonna
These
leave.
two
Yeah.
could get out. Jay
We're
and
gonna leave.
Eric
We're
could
gonna
come
leave.
in. Send Eric in too.
Yeah, see if
let's
Eric's
get Eric.
okay.
Eric, let's.
Eric's walking around quick out there. He's all fired
You got to
up.
go set up for the lock shop. Get ready with us.
Get those Hawkins cheesies.
Yeah,
God,
you
can I have
want a
one?
cheesy?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you can have a
do.
cheesy.
I was like, you're not going to let me have a cheesy? Thank
So
you.
Jay, what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Why?
I drafted.
Why are you defeated? Why do you look defeated? Why does it seem like you came in and even said I'm a little defeated? Why are you defeated?
No, that's just hang on a sec.
Yeah, no, you said fix your mic. Do what you need. It's not like the mics were an issue today.
I think there's just it's a tough position to be in coming into a draft like this, coming into a room like this.
What's the tough position?
Being me.
Other three people. Why?
I
Why-
would say it was a pretty
I'm
friendly
intrigued.
room today.
I'm
No,
intrigued
no.
by-
Blast.
I'm intrigued by why you think it's tough for you and not the others.
Well, because I'm the new guy. Nobody knows me.
This
Nobody
is your
knows.
fourth draft.
No,
I
you're the
know,
glue
I know, I
guy,
know,
not the new guy.
But in
You
in
came
the,
and you brought treats.
in the realm of EST, you've got Dustin, Eric,
Yeah.
Tommy. That's
But why
the crew.
you didn't have this the last three drafts as much?
I didn't feel such
So-
anger towards me as I did today. So I think actually maybe people are uncomfortable with my draft because it was so good that they're trying to derail it. I'm not sure. I mean, I got Captain Morgan as my pirate. That's other than maybe Jack Sparrow, right? Obviously, but
Morgan was high.
Captain
on a
Morgan
lot
just
of-
crosses so many different veins that I thought that was that one
I
came
think you
to me.
should be proud of your picks.
Yeah,
I am.
don't
I
know.
am. I think
Yeah,
my
okay,
sports categories
then-
were probably the best sports categories.
I don't like to see you, feeling the pressure and kind of crumbling under it.
No, I'm over that. I
Okay.
went and I actually cried on Zach Tecum's shoulder, so it's good. We're good. We're back. We're back.
Does anyone feel like we'll see relegation in this, or
No,
does everyone think that?
I don't know.
It's such a broad category that it would really be hard, I think. But
It'd have to be an identifiable stinker, to which, as you pointed out, this room was pretty. There were a few times, a few picks, as every draft has, but I don't think you could. Again, the voting will tell the story, but just being part of the draft and watching everybody's picks and hearing them, it didn't really feel like one roster was like that below 10% threshold.
I do quickly want to say with the wire, Captain Cedric Daniels would be the big captain to take.
Oh,
He'd be
of
the
course.
captain.
yeah.
How
Was
could I
he the
forget
one that
about
said
him?
that?
Cedric
Yeah.
Daniels would be the big captain
Did he say
from
the
the wire.
No,
No,
that's
that's
Senator.
Clay Davis. That's
Senator,
Senator Clay
yeah.
Davis.
Yeah.
What
That's-
a character that
that's
was.
a-
Cedric
that is-
Daniels would be your big captain.
Tommy, why don't you
to
open
go
those
for when it
again?
comes.
Have you
Yeah,
ever had
but like
those?
I mean, when you have McNulty
Come on, open
and
them. I want to see.
Yeah,
your
no,
reaction.
it's not-
Lester,
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never got to that level, but that's where the wire would be. Cedric Daniels would kind of.
But the
be.
shield
Yeah.
would be
Yeah, you're
Acevedo, but he was
absolutely right.
actually a bad captain. He wasn't a good captain.
What do you have there? By the
Who
way?
was that?
Those are really good.
Acevedo from the
Try
shield.
one.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
So
This-
Eric,
Yes.
I did like the Christine Sinclair pick.
Thank
it was
you.
a shame that the
So
mic
did I.
kind of went down at that point.
Is which, sorry?
The mic went down
Oh, that's
at
okay.
that point, and it
As
actually
we
went one pick
kinda-
earlier
we
with Jay.
discussed in the room here that it was such a seismic pick that it kind of did something with the electronics in here.
What
like a
happened
static
before?
shock.
It was
Shook the whole
apparently
world.
Jay's pick prior was out.
Yeah, but
too,
my
so.
thinking of the pick. Go on.
Listen,
How do you
I want to
feel?
talk about the fact
Okay.
that he stayed in the room.
Well, no, but there was no reason to leave the room, and that's I didn't. I
I
didn't.
think this is a really
a
good
growth.
a growth and just progress in the draft.
So
I
now,
think
will the
as well.
voters make me leave the room by relegating me? Then maybe that's the question. Hey, maybe I'll leave the room again, but in a different
See,
way.
but I think Quinn brought up something really important in the pregame of this.
Yes.
Which is part of the relegation is people do not want to see me in.
Is you?
I know
That
this
they're
is a
going to keep
conspiracy.
bumping you guys up
Yeah.
so that no one can fall down because they don't want to
a
see
collective
me in. Right?
act. Yes.
Unless someone absolutely pisses off the listeners where they're like, we're going to embarrass you
Yeah.
by sending Madden
They
in
have
your
full
place.
power. The listeners that do
they're
you
going to
subscribe to
keep
this
you
theory
guys
about people-
above.
Strategic voting to keep
I
him
do.
out.
It's going to take a really rotten draft,
Yes.
I think.
You're almost
but
throwing it, yeah.
That said, I am not afraid to shake things up and increase the percentage.
Oh, based on if this
Yeah.
keeps going, okay.
So
All right.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see over the next couple of drafts. That might move to 15%, which is a pretty big number.
That would be aggressive. That would.
Yeah,
But
so
in the
under
spirit of
50%.
I'm not in favor. That would be
I am not
yeah,
in favor.
Yeah, you know what? The important thing is that a commissioner keeps people.
You want a good draft.
You know,
You want
you want a good draft, but then you also want to make sure that there's still excitement involved in the draft and the voting. And I think
Want
that's
accountability for sure to the voters,
Yeah.
to the votees. Vote. Yeah, you know what I mean.
The vote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vote.
Do you feel any pressure, Eric, to win a draft
No.
when you haven't won a draft
Not at
nor a
all.
hot takes yet at EST
No, what's the pressure?
to win
I don't know.
something?
Why do I need heavy is the head that wears the crown, Matthew?
I'm not sure why that works right
No,
now.
I don't care. Look, as long
sounded
as
very
I'm
much
not
like your
getting
brother there to me.
relegated, okay, that's the punishment. What do I get for winning?
Recognition that you won.
Oh, ooh.
Isn't that what sports is about? Like that's
Well,
what
it could be,
things
but
are-
usually you get like a monetary prize or some sort of trophy or even a medal or a ribbon, dare I say. I don't, there's no pressure. I'm feeling fine. I'm
Maybe
having
we have
fun.
to talk to
Sports
our-
is about fun.
Maybe
Keep fit,
we need
have
to
fun.
talk to our partners at the High Product Marketing and get some actual awards for this
Jacket?
EST
yeah, I like that. Like
draft.
kick
don't
off
mind
a
that.
bit of
Maybe
a
a couple of
competitive
things.
spirit.
Yeah, a bit of a reward, a treat,
I
shall
don't,
we say.
well,
I don't
just
mind
something we
that.
hand off always, or is something that's handed out each time?
like a sash. Maybe
so we're saying like a trophy for
Oh, a
this thing.
sash would be nice.
A sash
Maybe
would
a
be
big
nice.
button
Yeah, a button.
with you know, and then they have the ribbon.
I will be on the High
Yes.
Product Marketing later
You know,
today
that's
on
That's a
their
sports
website.
ball ribbon.
You know the one.
The-
Yeah,
the
yeah,
big,
yeah.
you know, like
Very
a horse
recognizable.
show.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to maybe do something that gets awarded.
See, and going to hot takes, I didn't need to win this. And actually, they're all soccer takes, and they're actually straight fire. If
You
knew
were
what I was-
close.
if you knew what I was talking about, I would. But I didn't need to win because Dustin wanted to bring the Mint to Vegas. Why would I want to win it and have responsibility? I don't have any responsibility. The Mint will be coming with us, and I don't have to take care of it.
It's a very
I
fair
am
point.
winning by not losing.
You're winning your own. You're winning your own way.
I'm feeling great.
You're
I'm
just,
having fun.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you're keen on just kind of floating
Yeah.
through life, you know,
That's
just
LTE, man.
you know, like just hovering along the
I'll
line.
be in the back. Yeah.
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 Some
did
of us
your
like to live a bit more dangerously.
Well,
How did your
but-
give me
second
a
draft
reward.
go, Quinn, as commissioner? How did you
you
feel?
know what?
Outside
I
of your
think-
mic being crap.
Yeah. I don't think that affects anything.
The Christmas
But,
draft was always going to be a bit of a runaway train.
I mean,
so
certainly the Christmas draft was tricky.
Yeah.
This one was tricky. In the middle, I got a little bit lost.
You got
On the
lost.
picks.
But there's a
didn't
lot.
really know where we were or who was picking.
Was that the White Claw
and then
speaking?
almost filled out the draft sheet wrong.
White Claw, no
but
breakfast?
that's just little
You
things
sponsor.
behind the scenes that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't such an honest person, honest, good-hearted human.
We always have the audio to go back to if we needed to as well.
Exactly. But, I had a lot of fun. I do love this. There's a lot of hand-holding and touching here today.
Solidarity. No, not you.
But I'm also like really proud of the fact that we got through a draft and we didn't have a lot of controversy. The boys were right this morning. There wasn't a lot of places that this could go.
Oh, this was going to
really
be a clean
wrong.
draft.
And
I think
perhaps
it was always
set
gonna
up
be.
for a
Perhaps it
clean
was the
draft.
sweetening and salting us up with Glue Guy here. Maybe that was. I mean, Tom was too into the nibs to do anything that would hurt himself. Really, he was
Look
pacified.
at that. Like, how many do you think there are in a pack to begin with?
No, he crushed a lot.
He gave out
There's
two, I
three-quarter of
think,
this
eh?
gone.
Nibs or Twizzlers?
Yeah,
Nibs.
nibs.
Every time
And
I
they're
saw him, he had
cherry,
one
are
in
they
his
not?
hand. They're
cherry
cherry.
nib.
In the chat, Richard Croft, and I actually can't believe that I did think of this one leading up to the draft. I'm a big Below Deck fan, reality show on Slice.
I've watched a couple of seasons
Captain
lately.
Sandy and Captain
No,
Lee
Captain
stayed off
Sandy's
the board.
awful.
Captain Sandy is awesome.
No.
Female
That's too niche.
captain would have loved
Captain
to see
Jason.
Listen, okay, don't bring up Captain Jason in front of a lady, all right?
He's the number one
Captain
captain.
Jason, Aussie
He was a
Captain
great
Jason.
captain in this
He's
last
a
season,
great
too.
captain. He looks great in a budgie smuggler. Yeah,
A budgie smuggler.
budgie
It's
snuggler.
what they
Budgie
call the
smuggler.
speedos
Budgie
and
smuggler.
stuff.
Yeah.
Down under. I actually started watching that show the last couple of seasons because I don't know.
It's-
I heard about it and I was like, this is dumb drama, but it's perfect.
It's absolutely incredible, and it just you get to see the rich people of the world who charter yachts and just their behaviors, but then also just the idea of living on a ship. You need to watch Sailing Yacht with
yeah?
Captain Glenn, because the living quarters, obviously a sailing yacht is a much smaller.
What about
It is-
Captain Lee?
Captain Lee is.
I never really watched him.
He is. You should go back to the seasons. He is a wonderful captain, an excellent man,
have
so
zero idea
lovable.
I have a weird obsession with knowing things about pop culture still. I don't know why. Like, I could.
Do you know Law and Order?
Of course, Olivia Benson was
Of
a great
course.
one.
Thank you very much.
It was a solid pick.
yeah,
You went on the run like 10 years ago or like 8 years ago or something. You watched SVU like every day.
Every day at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Up after a
like
nap.
Fox or something like that.
Special Victims Unit.
Yeah.
Bam, right in the brain.
And
is
shout
she
out-
the best captain from?
There's Captain Cragen as well. And I brought up during the draft, he keeps a little licorice on his desk, which looked like nibs. It was good. If he would have picked Cragen, it would have been a nice pick.
Law and Order is fantastic. There's nothing wrong
Law and
with
Order
that.
Toronto.
Any final words from any of you
Box
to this?
Pounder said, I think we should raise a can or a glass or anything in your hand to Commissioner Quinn for an outstanding. Again, the Christmas draft doesn't really count. It's Christmas is off the rails. This is a new year,
was
new
off the
commissioner, new
rails.
draft, and you were fantastic. So
Yeah, you did a great
Thank
job.
you,
props to the
guys.
commission.
I really loved
In
this.
all honesty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just going to continue to get more comfortable
Yeah,
and
yeah.
keep this thing interesting.
This was the EST Hangout presented by a White Claw Hard Seltzer, and this was the EST draft of captains. It will be posted on the Edmonton Sports Talk Twitter account. We'll have it run through for 24 hours or so, and it will be posted teams 1, 2, 3, 4. You won't know who they are. That will be posted in the next 2 hours or so on Edmonton Sports Talk, and then you get your say. You get to vote. Coming up next year on Edmonton Sports Talk, it is the Lock Shop. Dusty and Huss will get you set for, I guess, the weekend. And with the All-Star, you got the NHL All-Star game, you got Pro Bowl games. And then at noon, Tom Gazzola, Dustin Nielson back with the Oil Stream.
And thank you as
we
well to the
wrap up
host
the
today
weekend.
for all the work you did behind the scenes and all of that. That cannot be forgotten.
We gotta
not seen,
figure
but-
this out.
yeah.
Well, you can see my hat in the corner. While
Yeah.
I'm doing
Oh, that's
stuff.
okay.
My
Well,
little
then good.
white
You do
hat
get a little
is sitting there.
recognition. Yeah,
On behalf of Dustin Nielson, Tom Gazzola, Commissioner Quinn Phillips, Lieutenant Eric, Jay Milne, I'm Adam Wanek. Thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout. Lock Shop coming up in just a few minutes.